So we're live now. Lovely.
Oh, yeah. Well, figured we're getting started with Bethany, Moron, Gallic, and Raywin. So, as y'all make it to Yartar, what would y'all like to do? Got a bunch of money, a bunch of dragon blood, a golden goose coin that y'all have figured out is a gambling chip.
That's right.
That's right, we do still have a lot of money.
We probably should figure out where the casino's at and then kind of stake it out.
Yeah, the Grand Dame. A riverboat that's owned by Lord Casper Dryland is information that we found out.
Yep.
I've been to Yartar
so,
once.
Yeah.
And I believe we killed somebody for some reason.
That sounds about right.
I don't remember killing anybody here, so...
We had to kill some bad guy with the guard, I think.
Oh, Gallic and Raywin like to check out the bounties.
Okay. So as y'all are walking up to the guard post, you see that there are a couple faction members milling about. Just for a little reminder about Yartar, it's a fortified city that stands on the east bank of the Syrian River. On the west bank is a walled citadel under the city's control. Between them stretches a wide stone bridge, and you must travel across the channel and pass inspection whenever you're coming west to Tribor or to cross the bridge to get into the city gates. So right now we're having y'all enter through the city gates. That's where the guard shack is where the bounties are. So what would y'all like to do as you're approaching? You're saying that there will be an inspection.
What was the name of the river again?
It was the Desarian.
Oh,
D-E-S-S-A. Yeah, that's right.
Desarian River.
You said there's an inspection?
Yes, there's an inspection point up ahead.
Do we know what they might be looking for?
Any undeclared items being brought in for sale, any foreign foods, or hazardous cargo.
I walk up and I go spread eagle for them.
You see, they get one of their dwarves to start putting on a latex glove.
You.
I don't need you to be gentle.
Alright, so what would you like to do is Moron is getting NSA'd every day?
I facepalm. And then, I guess, let's see. I have to go look through my bag to see what I have. Let's see, we got the vials of dragon's blood. I'm only going to pull out, what do you think? How many?
Do we each have dragon's blood? I don't remember.
Yes, we do.
Do you remember how much you gave me? Because evidently I didn't write it down.
Oh no.
I turned to my guy. I say, while you're up there, see if you can't find that 10-foot pole.
He starts pulling out a scene, like it's a scene from The Mask, just pulling out Moron's pockets. It's just more and more gold and items seem to drop out.
Now remember, I'm only wearing a loincloth.
Oh, I know. They're just pulling it out from behind your back.
Oh,
very cartoonesque.
Hey, Kelly.
Hey, let me...
No. Kelly.
Yes.
Hey.
21 vials of white.
Oxtail, 2 bones for the dog.
Oh, thank you.
21 vials of white dragon?
Yeah. And then 7 vials of black.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
7 vials of black.
7 vials of black.
Hey, Albert, quit making noise.
Sorry. Someone's knocking on my door.
Yeah, that was a lot of rattling for somebody knocking.
They gave me baggage for my mom. Soup.
Do we have to declare everything that's on us, Albert?
No, you can try and conceal some stuff, but other than that, it doesn't look like they're doing an extremely thorough job besides what they're doing to Moron.
And we don't know any specifics of what they might be looking for.
No, you don't. The guards are just frisking most people that are walking in, especially the carts and people that are moving in, the merchants.
I don't really have anything besides the dragon's blood that might be suspect. And I don't even know if that's suspect. So I'll just kind of slowly walk up.
Okay. To do that, they start going through your possessions, start flipping through. Doesn't seem like they found anything. They ask where you're coming from and what your purpose is in Yartar. As you see them start taking down some notes in a ledger.
We just teleported in from Waterdeep, and we're going to go check out the Grand Dame.
They look your group over, and especially eyeing Moron as he does this. You're going to try and board the Great Dame as guests or as workers?
To tell you the truth, I don't know a whole lot about it.
Says, well, you might want to get a little tidier, at least take a shower in this week if you're going to try and board a ship that illustrious and that kind. I'm sure that
so
the captain might just throw you overboard if you show up in attire like this.
Well, that's good to know. It's fancy.
I whisper to him, it's okay, we're planning on holding down the one that you're frisking and bathing him.
I'm not doing that.
Well, what's prestidigitation for?
Do I look like a wizard?
From time to time. They fly around on brooms.
That's a witch.
The wizards do it too, Harry Poocher. But what would you like to do as you're being sent through? They don't seem to take away any of your possessions. You see a couple of them just not really doing their job all too well on the exterior. As you're walking up, you look into the bounty posters, and you see most of them have
I tell after the guy gets done with me, I tell him, you might want to get yourself checked, and then I walk off.
And he'll be going to see the local clerk tonight. As y'all are walking up, as you look over the bounty wall, you're going to be able to notice that there's a very few, former Zentaurans that seem to be lining these walls. A lot more of these crimes seem to be gambling debts, piracy, and people selling goods along the black market.
I see. Does any of them look similar to, well, no, I guess they wouldn't have a bounty for a giant, would they?
Probably not. Unless it did anything particularly nefarious to them, yeah, that wouldn't be an everyday occurrence.
Okay, so we need to find more information about the dame. So I think the best place would be the tavern.
The guard said we have to dress up a little bit. Or maybe a whole lot.
I'm going to pull Bettany off to the side and whisper, yes, but we have two very large barbarians that giving them a bath is going to be a feat in and of itself. I would like them drunk first.
You think drunk is going to make them easier to bathe?
They'll pass out. They'll be fine.
I think that's going to cost us a whole lot more gold to get them drunk enough to pass out. Have you seen the size of these guys?
Too bad you don't have a giant barrel of wine.
I have
we left that behind.
Mm-hmm.
I have, what do I have? Where is it? A cask of fine brandy that I know previously sold for like 300 gold.
Just one?
I just have one. Paul's character stuffed it in my bag of holding months ago.
Well,
as y'all are walking through, you're going to notice quite a few Zentauran and Harper emblems around the town. Seem to have a heavy influence here as well.
Zentauran.
Just as y'all are kind of milling about and getting your bearings.
well, I let my secondary Harper's emblem show.
Your secondary one?
Okay, it seems like you have a couple of people. What rank are you? 4?
Yeah, 4.
Okay, so you see quite a few of the Harpers even try to come up to you and shake your hand and try and discuss business as you're making your way through. Try and say what you have done along the realm, any magic artifacts, any maps that, of particular usefulness you might have come into contact with. They know that your character has a little bit of renown and esteem at this point, so they know that you don't come to town too often.
I would like to make sure that my gold pouch is in my bag of holding at all times.
Yeah, mine is.
Okay, sounds good.
And I'm wearing my bag of holding around my neck and my boobs.
It's a food trough.
I'm so happy you mentioned this. This ties in so well to the adventure.
I won't trust Zentarum, not after that last
Nope.
time.
I like keep my hands in my pockets so I don't get reverse pickpocketed at a cursed item.
So what are y'all doing?
I would like to go to the nearest tavern first.
Well, I was gonna say, hey, Gullet, can you ask your Harper friends where a good inn or tavern is?
Why don't we just ask them about the ship?
Well, that too.
They are Harpers.
Oh, what would you like to ask?
Sorry, Brad's having some technical issues. He said, yeah, he'd like to ask a couple of the Harpers as they come up to him and talk to him about the Grand Dame and about the nearest best place for a tavern and best miller's shop, I guess.
The best what shop?
It's called a miller, I think, for the clothing.
Oh, okay, yes. They say, well, there are quite a few tailors all around town. They give you quite a few like cards and locations within the city to go and get some tailoring done, a lot of clothes. You see that there are quite a few silk and fine dye dealers within the town. You hear that the Grand Dame is no place to go if you have a full check and a low constitution, where you will lose it to the by a woman. You actually hear this woman's name quite a few times. The impressive Pao Ming. She seems to be a very prominent figure and member aboard the ship. She handles a lot of the money and tokens. Besides that, you're able to find out. No, there's a heavier Harper presence here because they do have a location established here, a factional headquarters, along with the Zentaurans.
You said the lady's name was Palmain? P-A-L?
Oh, Ming! Yeah, we're going to get stereotypical with this, because let me just show you her picture for later reference.
You'll have to bring your thing up.
Pao Ming.
Yep. Yep.
Can you spell it or...
P-O-W?
P-O-W.
Yeah, and this little prisoner of war, and then Ming.
Oh. That is not what I heard. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
And she's the person that you lose money to? Or
She's the collector of debts within the Grand Dame.
collector of debts. She sounds and looks lovely. Okay. Any information that they might have about Lord Casper Dryland that we might need to know?
As you ask that, they say, well, he's quite a pompous man. As they get a little close in, they don't want to kind of be heard talking about this. And they say that he is quite sure of himself and full of himself. He has all of his crew parade in front of the ship right before every shift. They must inspect them one by one. If they're not up to a standard, they're not allowed on. Many that break the rules while on the ship will have no hesitation to be thrown off, either by his evil temptress Ming or himself, using an octopus that he has as his favorite friend, a little pet of sorts that he keeps around with him.
Octopus, you say?
Interesting.
Yes, a pet octopus.
I look at Kelly, or Bethany.
I can turn into an octopus.
Okay.
But I am seriously having my doubts about being able to stay on the ship very long. And I look at Moron.
They mentioned that they offer rowing, especially seeing the two comrades following you, the hulking Goliath and bringing Garlic the Barbarian. They mentioned that they might be good oar rowers.
I'm scratching my balls and picking my nose about this time.
Oh.
It's definitely below deck. You're going to try and get him below deck. That'll be the best place for him.
What happens if we were to go on as guests and they are our bodyguards?
He says, oh, you want to go on as guest and take bodyguards to the dame. Oh, you really haven't been to Yartar before. And not a single weapon is allowed on gambling premises. Wouldn't want people getting, well, over-inebriated with the free wine and then trying to hack about the place.
I look at my hands, so I'm like, these are the only weapons I need.
I didn't know you took a level of monk. But you find out this information as y'all go back and forth with these Harper's members.
Interesting.
All right, I say we should go into one of the bars that they told us about. Get a
The Bubbling Brew.
The Bubbling Brew.
The Bubbling Brew.
Get a room, food, drink, and then discuss.
Oh.
Or we're not out in the open.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So is that what y'all like to do?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, wait a minute.
All right, so as y'all make it closer to the Bubbling Brew, y'all are going to see a very nice and finely crafted wooden sign that has a frothing mug over the top of it, a lot of foam coming off the top. Not exactly your best beer. You see engraved in it are the words, the Bubbling Brew and Lou, the best bathroom and bedroom around. This is the Buc-ee's with a little more accoutrement and the ability to spend the night. So, as y'all approach, you see quite a few dwarves, dwarves, half-elves, and humans going in and out of it. They seem to be about middle to lower class. Seems to be the place you'd want to go if you're looking for a good brew, not a place you'd want to go if you're one of the higher class people that you've been passing by. You've seen quite a few high elves and other nobles strutting around through the town or being carried around in carts.
Huh. Well, maybe we could, Raywin and I could dress up and get carted to the Grand Dame. That could be fun.
Well,
although I'm not very charismatic.
I'm sort of charismatic. I guess the real question is Moron, how do you feel about wearing more clothes?
Why would you do that?
Just for one night to make the small people think that you're not dangerous. And then you could surprise them when we need it.
Out of character, I'm an orc. People are only going to know that I'm dangerous.
Yes, but she's still going to try to convince you otherwise.
In character, then I say, if I wore more clothes, I'd have to hide these. I start rubbing my nipples.
You can have an open shirt that shows them off. I'm sure that's allowed. That's the thing nowadays.
They're very
right?
tender. Clothes rub up against them, and it just hurts. Makes them really hard.
You might need a silk shirt.
Fishnets.
That is a picture I don't want in my head.
It's already in.
Assless chaps.
It's already in my head. That's the worst part.
Didn't realize we were in the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Right.
Or the YMCA group,
So
the village people.
So I guess do we need to go in and get a room to discuss more then?
Sorry, I thought that's what we
Or
had.
have we already done that?
Yeah, you've gotten that. It's
Okay.
It's one golden night here.
Okay.
That's fine. One gold a night. How much for food and liquor to be brought to the room?
Drinks are 3 silver apiece. Food is going to be 5 silver.
Is somebody going to keep track of that? So just at the end, let me know.
Yeah, I'll try to. So let's see. Sorry, for some reason Brad's internet keeps The internet on the big computer keeps going out. I don't know.
Oh, good. Tonight's it's technology malfunction night.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll pay them 6 gold for food and a whole bunch of drinks and a room.
They're grateful. They show you up to your room. Seems to have some bare amenities and 2 beds in it.
That's fine.
So, do you think we can pull off being guests? Sounds like we may not be able to.
I don't think that we have much of a choice, because if we go in as workers, we're not going to be able to question people freely.
We could listen.
And that's when Gallic says, I want to gamble. Yeah, he likes gambling.
Garlic, you're going to have to dress up and be on your best behavior.
And get a mic.
Show off his Harper's emblem. That'll help a lot.
He said, I'm always on my best behavior.
Oh, and actually, with that, Garlic is going to have advantage on persuasion rolls while his Harper's emblem is out, since he's fourth rank.
Nice.
I am a
So, really, he
first
doesn't
rank
think...
Centaurum. Or second rank, excuse me.
Okay, second rank's in time. Going to hear you. Going to hear a bit of thieves' cant around you as you're walking through the streets, and people talking about different shipments of both alcohol and
I have no idea what
gambling.
that is. I don't even know what a Centaurum is. It just they well, Moron doesn't. He just knows that all of a sudden that people show up and ask him to do things.
Okay, fair. I forgot about the 6.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Gallic said he's okay with dressing up. He doesn't care.
He has to wear a bonnet.
So really the only person who's adverse to dressing up is Moron.
So what are y'all doing?
I can dress up, and I spit in my hand, and I smooth over the little bit of hair I have on top of my head to one side.
And that's where I go, yeah, you see, do you know what a bath is?
A waste of water.
Okay, so...
So what are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, he knows what a bath is. I mean, they gave him a bath in the orphanage.
Oh, okay. So he knows what a bath is. He just doesn't necessarily like the idea of one.
Yeah.
Sorry, Raywin's trying to figure out how to trick him into taking a bath. How about
horse tranquilizer?
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to talk to the waitress and see if they
She
have
happens
sleeping.
to have some, what is that, green absinthe. They have some fresh supplies of absinthe behind the counter.
Perfect. I need an entire bottle.
Slides it across, 2 gold.
I pay 2 gold. Do you have another one just in case?
Slides it across. She has another 2 gold.
I pay her 5 gold, 1 gold for a tip. I might be back down. I take that up stairs.
Sounds like a party.
Yeah. We're on here. This bottle's all for you.
What is it?
They called it absinthe. It's supposed to be really great.
What is it absent of?
It's absent of any water.
Then he pulls out something surprising. Where's the sugar cubes?
You have sugar cubes?
Yeah, you have to drink absinthe with sugar.
Okay.
You did not know that? I used to drink this stuff quite a bit, so not the cocaine-laden version, but
yeah, no, I've never had absinthe before.
Oh, it's you're not missing anything. It actually kind of sucks.
Yeah, the one time I was given the opportunity, I was heavily medicated at the time, and it was a horrible idea.
Ooh.
The only time I've been blackout drunk was because I was mixing other drinks with absinthe.
Ooh.
The only benefit was we were having a party at my place.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So, does he drink the entire bottle?
Close. Very close.
So I'll need a con save for Moron.
Can y'all still hear me?
Yes.
Now I can.
Now I
Yeah,
can.
no, okay.
Okay, good, because this stuff's acting stupid.
Okay, so one check.
Yes, just one.
Well, if I can get it in the damn tower. 15 plus 8, so 23.
All right, you're able to down that bottle of absinthe without much trouble at all.
I hand him the second bottle.
Con check. Or con saving throw.
Concept, just one die. I didn't hear you, Albert.
Yeah, it's not disadvantaged yet.
9 plus 8, 17.
You see Moron gets the second bottle down. And he seems to be teetering a little bit to the side, but he still seems to be at the same level. Scratches balls a bit. Doesn't seem to have affected him too much.
The stuff tastes bad.
If we can use your liquor.
I pull out the cask of fine brandy.
Here, this should taste better.
I'm down it.
Okay, con save now at disadvantage.
Now it's finished, okay?
Yes.
Ooh, I rolled a 17, 17, and I rolled a 4.
Okay.
12.
Okay, so as you see him down the bottle of brandy, the absinthe and everything else sorts of hits in.
Was it a bottle or a cask?
Cask. So we're going to be rolling on the short-term madness table for the absinthe properties. As Moron falls unconscious.
Oh, thank
Is
goodness.
that for, if it's one level of madness, is that for 10 minutes?
It's 1d10. It is 60 minutes, so you are knocked out for an hour.
You guys better hurry.
Oh wait, we're going and leaving him here?
No, 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 no. We're giving him a bath.
I don't want to bathe him.
We gotta do it, and Alec's only gonna be there to help hold him up.
I'm sure you could play plenty of servants to do this in the town.
I will call a servant in and say, I will pay you 10 gold to wash this person.
We need him squeaky clean.
As he looks under the loincloth, he says 15 gold. I'll get my best 3 friends.
Deal.
They're the best quans around.
15 gold. I'll do it.
You see 3 little short Chulton-esque humanoids come running in. And they start
Oompa Loompas?
Kind of like Oompa Loompas, think more mariachi style. As they start scrubbing over Moron. What would you like to do in this hour while Moron is getting his unconscious bath?
When they take the loincloth off, it snaps at him.
Okay, we need to bathe that thing too.
Can we just get a fresh one?
Oh,
it won't fit the same. You put Moron in a different loincloth? Oh, yeah, that's his world.
If you want to make Moron mad.
Yeah, I wouldn't get another loincloth for him. Just cleaning that one should be enough. Can you
Maria should be able to take care of it.
Okay. Yeah, clean the loincloth too, please.
Righty, it's that. But another 5 gold. We were just told to clean him.
I will pay 5 gold.
As the best paid laundry and, bathing service around, whips him into shape in Yartar. what would y'all like to do for that hour while Moron is getting sudsed up?
I'll take a bath myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should all get cleaned up and get our stuff cleaned.
Rubber ducky.
Okay, y'all are able to do that.
And then I would
Hours
like.
passed.
So we're going to dress up and go, right?
Well, first we need to go to a clothing store. 'Cause
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I need to go
Yeah.
get some.
I don't have any fancy schmancy outfits.
I don't know if they'll have it in my size.
They're tailors. They can work quickly. If there's any more of these hardworking Mexicans.
Yeah, we're on the other side of the wall on Fay Run. Full of them.
I'm so glad I'm part Mexican. I can say this.
So as y'all start going to the clothing district, y'all still have about 30 minutes until Moron wakes up.
Oh wait,
Everyone
no,
else is
we need him. We need to get his size.
Okay, so with the full hour, you'll able to get him. Moron wakes up clean, a little bit confused. His loincloth is back and on a little hanger.
I toss it at him and go, please cover up. For the love of God. For the love of Bahamut, cover up.
It seems freshly starched. So y'all are able to make it down to the town center where you see quite a few clothing shops and districts all along the edge. Can I get a history or a perception check to try and find a good shop? Garlic can use persuasion to ask around through the Harper contacts. Moron can do the same through the Zentaran.
I got a natural 20 on perception. So
this is what happens when you try to wash my loincloth.
23.
18 for perception.
19 for persuasion.
So y'all are able to all convene and find the one place it seems like it's not doing shady work. They seem to be using the finest materials found and catered from all across the realm. As you see a very short, squatty, but pale woman, man, you're not really able to tell as you get closer. As she's just going, oh, darling, darling, come here, come closer to this elf, this tall, regal elf. Seems to have a black haircut, a bowl haircut. She seems to be having a very furious and heated battle about someone as she screams, no capes! No capes! I will not make anything with a cape!
I love it.
Oh, Edna.
Edna mood.
Oddly enough, that's her name. Oh.
Oh, imagine that.
Fancy that.
Imagine that. So, what would y'all like to do? There are plenty of silks and fine cloths and tapestries all around. He has servants that they can come and talk to you and ask your sizes, take out their measuring tapes, and say that she'll be with you in a moment. But what are you here for? What can we start you looking for? A fine feather, a nice fur, a good tapestry. We might need a rug for that one. And that one. Looking at Moron and Garlic.
Yeah, they're gonna need some larger clothing.
We do make ponchos. Will you be needing ponchos for these two? They do not seem the type to be wearing the most, finest bolts of satin. As I kind of look at Moron. Like, I think I have a shirt with more fabric than that.
We need to be able to fit in at on the Grand Dame.
Their eyes really start to widen as you say this, and you actually see hear Edna stop for a second as she hears this, but then continues her heated discussion. No capes! I told you, no capes! Just listen to me. I'm the best around. So the workers that are working on you start explaining that they do a lot of catering for people that come in to get new clothes and apparel every time they go onto the ship. Seems to be people rotate out through the week going, setting sail, gambling, talking. It seems to be a big hubbub and place of business for the merchants, a lot of harpers, and other people that like to, be in the upper echelon and be out in the open. Interact.
I'm looking for an outfit, not a dress. Probably think Jasmine-esque. The harem pants kind of, and a nicer top. Not one that's so revealing. That's what I'm looking for, Edna.
I want minimalistic.
What?
You know what?
He doesn't know what he's saying.
Oh.
Nah.
What did he say?
He doesn't know.
No.
He's just
Okay,
he's just repeating shit that he may have heard.
for him, we need something that will cover him, but he says he has sensitive nipples.
I start running.
Okay. So at this
try
point,
to
they're getting your
grab him
measurements
before he
in.
runs
Y'all
off.
have been inside the shop for about 30 minutes. Y'all are going through fabrics. Y'all are picking out different things you want. As Edna's able to make her way over to you, starts asking a bit about y'all, tries to introduce herself, going around the group. Do y'all do the same?
Yeah.
She starts putting two and two together, and she's actually going to start recounting a couple of adventures that she's heard about y'all along the Sword Coast, saying that you're a bit famous in some of these parts. Your tales have traveled far, of battling giants, causing uproars and upheavals with, well, pirates, fights, and battles with dragons. That terrible, terrible cart that just looms in the air, hanging from the balloon that has scared so many. Quite impressive. I'm quite, well, humbled to be in the service or the work of such impressive heroes.
Oh, well, thank you. If
I want
you
a
want, I
balloon.
can give you a blessing of Bahamut.
She's pretty grateful, and she starts making tapestries and clothes for you. She does say that it's going to take about a day to craft all of this, and about 30 gold per person. 40 for Moran and Gallic, just for tapestry.
30 gold?
Mm-hmm.
Can we wait around a day, you guys?
Yeah, I think we could wait around for a day because we're not sure where that other dragon went off to, and I need to find another certain dragon in this town.
Hmm.
So I'm going to be wearing a curtain. It's like tapestry. A rug.
Well, Moran's getting a leather, like, strap-on everything except for the nipple bit of gear. He's looking very leather daddy.
Oh, dear.
Gallic is going to have a little bit more of the Zorro look to him.
Ole!
How
Where
the-
did I?
Yeah, there. You know what? That sounds good.
I covered
How
you.
how the streets here?
The streets here only seem about 20% filled with like feces and other terrible things. Besides that, they're partially paved, partially stoneworked. You see that some of the streets are much better than others. This one in particular doesn't have much excrement at all, only about like once every 4 or 5 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a nice pool?
No, not in this district. It's a lot cleaner. Y'all found a good tailor.
The first puddle of mud I come across, I'm going to roll in.
Oh, no.
No. Are there any puddles of mud? Please tell me there's not.
Not nearby right now, no. And it is a dry day, but this is a water town.
I need to find a magic shop. I need scrolls of prestidigitation now.
All right. So what else are y'all doing during this day?
Oh, where was the last place Tamaran said he was in this town?
Said that who was in?
The gold dragon that I know, Tamarand.
Oh, he was just on the outskirts.
Do y'all want to go meet a gold dragon?
I guess. I don't really have any shopping or anything that I need to do.
I mean, really, the only thing we can do is try to sell some stuff and keep this one clean.
Right?
So, would we be able to find a magic shop using the Harpers?
What kind of magic are you looking for? Magic potion?
I need scrolls
Scrolls?
of prestidigitation.
With the connections that Gallic has, you're able to find 2 scrolls of prestidigitation.
How much?
I believe that is... It's a first level spell. Well,
It's
treated
a
as first
cantrip.
It's treated as a first level spell for
Yeah,
scrolls. I think that's 100 gold apiece. Correct me if I'm wrong. It would be direct PHP value.
I think so. So that's 200 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take them.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I just look at Mora and after buying them, like, I'm just going to hold on to these.
Are there any potions of luck?
I don't believe they have any Felix Felicis.
Yeah, there's not a spell luck, so there's not going to be a scroll of it.
Damn. I was trying to have
Darn.
a lucky night on the boat.
Oh, God, Garlic. Yeah, you think they wouldn't sell that in this town? You know what? You're actually going to see quite a few dealers and vendors going around selling snake oil potions for good luck, promising good fortune on the riverboat and the Grand Dame as y'all are walking through town.
Depending on what the game is based off of, you could potentially like raise your wisdom and stuff, something like that. There's a pretty cheap spell or I think it's like a level 1 spell or something like that you can pick.
Oh, yeah, no, I have that one.
Yeah.
Actually, can I, am I able to find a gem-encrusted bowl worth at least 1,000 gold pieces?
Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion?
Yes, because you have to talk to the right people to find something that expensive.
I'm going to guide myself.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not great. 8.
8. You can roll it with advantage because you have Garlic with you.
To know
16.
Okay, a 16 is going to be able to find it. It is marked up 10% though, since you had to have assistance from some of the Harper members, and they're trying to get a little bit off the top.
All right, so that would be. You're asking me to do math. 10%, so that's
$1,100.
1,100 gold for a cup. For heroes.
1 second, I need to throw something in the microwave.
So I can cast heroes now. But we don't really need it right now. Where did that spell go? Oh, I think, Brian, were you talking about the spell Enhance Ability? I think that's what it was.
Enhance Ability? I've only seen that used like once.
Yeah, isn't that? I wonder if that's the one, Brian, you were talking about, Brian.
Oh, it might be. I don't recall offhand. It's like where you can do like bear for strength and owl.
Yeah, it's Enhance Ability. It's a 2nd level spell.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty cheap for.
Yeah, I can still cast it and it lasts up to an hour.
I might prepare that too.
It's a concentration, so maybe. Well, no, I guess if we. That's not cheating. We couldn't have 2 of them going on somebody at the same time, right?
I don't think.
I don't think you can upcast it like that. You might be able to.
I was just thinking I could use it to up my charisma or help with my charisma.
Oh, okay, because I was just going to use, I guess, depending on what kind of game it is and whatever Gallic would need, I would just cast it to be one or the other.
Well, being that it's a high-end casino boat, there might be, like casinos now have cameras and stuff like that. There might be ways to keep people from.
Yeah, that is true.
That would suck.
You never know in the wild, wild west of Faerun.
You know what? Through Galax Harper's contacts, can they tell us more about the Grand Dame? Like, if there's something like that that would prevent us from casting spells in there or bringing magic items on board?
I would need
Or wearing armor.
an investigation check. It'll also cost you 10 gold. The Gallic will be able to make this check with advantage.
Okay.
So who's gonna make it?
Gallic would need to.
Alright.
He's rolling.
Spending a lot of gold.
We always seem to do that. 19.
A 19 is able to find out quite a bit. You hear that that Ming or Pao Ming has a certain ability and quality about her. She seems to be a protector without having to show force much. There are tales that she can convince a man to walk overboard of his own volition. There are tales that she has eyes in the back of her head. There are a couple of rumors that she's even a vampire because she doesn't sleep at all.
Betty doesn't like vampires.
Whatever do you mean?
I don't have divine sense.
Other than that, you just hear a lot of rumors about how powerful Ming is and how Dry Lung is really reclusive in his study in his room. But other than that, he's the most sociable person you'll ever meet. Even handing out free gambling chips to some of his favorite patrons on the ship.
We should definitely take that gambling chip. Can we wear armor?
There are no armor or weapons allowed.
Oh, shit.
So, no weapons allowed and no armor, right?
Correct.
I'm alright.
Yeah, 2 of us are alright, the other 2 not so much. And did they say anything? They said no magical items, right?
No magical items.
Okay, we need to go talk to Tamarand. Because he's the only one that I trust to guard our items and not steal them.
Very fair.
Gosh, no magical items at all. Wow.
Wait a second, you trust a dragon not to steal magic items?
That's because he's the one that raised me.
Okay.
What a
He's
better
an
way to teach
ancient
his
gold
pupil.
dragon of Bahamut.
So she doesn't like gold at all, right?
Well, I mean, he's a gold dragon. He prefers gems. Specifically sapphires and pearls.
Good to know. So is that who y'all are going to for this information?
Hang on, wait 1 sec.
So no armor.
Okay, yeah, I think that's what we're gonna go do.
No
I'm
weapons.
gonna try it.
We're going to the dragon because you wanted to talk to him.
Yes, because I figured he might have some more insight on that other dragon.
Oh, Imarith?
And he's supposed to technically be watching Raywin's and Galax Kid.
Well, it's kids, because I just haven't built the other one yet.
Aww.
And since they're not there, now he really owes us.
All right. So what? Let's see. Do you have a way to contact him? Or are you just going and looking for where you last thought he was?
I have sending.
Okay.
So I'll cast sending once we get to the outskirts.
All right. So y'all are able to make it there. You also have plenty of daylight left. Another 5 hours probably. So sending, cast away.
I cast sending and I go, Tamaran, we're here. Where are you?
You hear a reply back. It says, just continue further down the path. He gives you sort of a trail to follow. You see a small ramshackle hut with a little fireplace out in front. Seems to be about a 15 by 15 foot tall, like, log cabin. As you find your way upon, Tamaran sitting out in a rocking chair.
As a dragon or as something else?
A dragon and a rocking chair.
As a crotchety old man with a very long beard and a crooked cane, except he just looks crotchety. He is not crotchety.
He probably is slightly.
That's no dragon.
Trust me, he's a dragon. Tamaran, where are the kids?
Oh, I sent them off into the woods not long ago. I gave them some bread to keep them well fed. They were talking about some fantastic house they had found out in the forest. Some place of delicious fancies and feasts. Some of their best treats seem to be on the edges of it. I don't know. I'm letting them go investigate it. They're only young ones, right? What's the worst that could happen?
They could get into a lot of trouble and die?
No, they can't be wandering off that far. I'll keep a watchful eye on them when they're back.
When they're back.
At least Gallic taught them how to fight.
Well, Thompson will have to be able to kill the witch somehow.
We're going to talk about your parenting skills later, Tamaran, but...
What can I do for you? What can I do? Do you have more children that need rearing? I'm doing a great job with the first two.
Yeah, not yet. We do have a small problem. Two small problems, actually. And considering that our children are not here, one of them you should help me with for free. Actually, both. One for each child.
Give me a persuasion roll as he's just rocking back in his chair.
I'll guide you.
Oh, I was going to say, I guide myself. And 18?
Well, I suppose I could give you, well, one answer for free. But no, only one.
Alright, you're in charge of holding all of our magical items, armor, weapons, and everything else for free while we try to go onto the ship, and you won't steal any of them.
Well, that does sound like something fair. I could hold on to them. Where are y'all trying to go?
Onto the Grand Dame.
You're going to blow all your money away on that wretched river ship. I see how it is. Understandable.
Actually, no. And that's when I'll take out the coin and show it to him. We're trying to find who had this coin. And we were told that the Grand Dame is possibly the place to look.
Best of luck finding a man that had that. There are hundreds of those little tokens over at the Grand Dame. Pao Ming gives them out all the time. It's what they use for currency to trade and, well, really, in his opinion, he starts laying out a bit of a way for the aristocracy to skirt past taxes and how, let's see, what's his name again, the leader guy, the Grand Dame, Lord Casper Drylund, how he's avoiding taxes and getting people to bet more and more is the implementation of this chip system.
So they use the chips
He
basically.
also holds out 2 bags of holding for you to put all your stuff in.
Alright. Before we hand you all the stuff, there's another thing that I'm pretty sure after you hear it, you're going to want to help me for free.
He says, well, what could this be? And he starts kind of stroking beard.
You haven't to heard of a dragon named Emerith, have you?
Oh, that wretched princess, she's still flying about and causing a muck. I never much had a taste for her.
I would think not, considering, she's a spawn of Tiamat. And yes, she is. She's been causing havoc with the giants. You wouldn't happen to know where she might go to hide and lick her wounds, would you?
Let's see. Says, well, I know a bit about where these dragons might like to hide. I've been around for quite some time, so my best guess would be that you would find her in some place reclusive, secluded, possibly a sandy desert or a high mountain range, someplace far out of reach of human contact. She also had an affinity for old ruins, for old inhabited structures that she could strut about through. Besides that, those are the only things that I'm able to recall at this moment.
Is this old man holding out on you? Do I need to rough him up?
No, you're good. You're good. And I'm pretty sure it might end up the other way, moron.
Eye the old man up and down.
Let me put it this way. He's the one who trained me and helped Gallic. So.
Well.
All right. We'll come back tomorrow and leave all of our stuff with you because we still haven't gotten our clothes yet. And I don't really trust a town that's filled with Zentarum. No offense, moron.
He doesn't know what you mean.
Oh, that's right. We don't even know that you're Zentarum.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going back to town, doing anything else for the evening?
I would like to, ward our doors and the window.
Okay.
After we go in for the night. And anybody that is not us is going to get shocked.
Okay.
Did we pass any puddles on the way there? Or back?
You did indeed pass a puddle on the way there.
We did?
On the way back, yes. On the way back.
Oh, like a little kid, I went over there and just pounced right in it.
Splash, splash, splash.
You're getting clean later again, so doesn't matter.
This is clean. What do you mean?
No, it's not. It's mud.
Mud is clean.
Sterile, right?
Yep. Keeps the scooters off.
Alright, so y'all are able to make it through the night uninterrupted. No one tries to steal in, no one gets shocked.
Nobody gets spit in that.
Yeah, no, none of that.
Okie dokie. So we need to go get our clothes and then go drop off
All of your stuff.
stuff. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Alrighty then. Go ahead and drop off your 30 and 40 gold. If you already haven't taken off your large sheets, Edna is able to give you all of your attire. Moron looking like a buff leather daddy. Gallic looking like he's about to rip a Z into your chest. And Raywin and Bettany looking quite regal without being too let's see. What's the word I'm looking for? Over fabulous.
When we leave our stuff with the dragon, I'm going to take 100 gold with me. But the rest of it is going to stay. And I'm going to...
Are you just taking your gold pouch, or are you taking your bag of holding in gold pouch?
I'm not going to take the bag of holding.
Okay.
Oh, hang wait. Albert?
Yeah.
Gallic says before we leave the tailor, he would like to flex.
Give me a strength check. Athletics.
$21.
He rips all of the clothes, like the girl in white chick, where just the heels fall apart, the seams rip, and it just seems your buttons flying off.
I sigh. Go, please don't do that again, and I do mending until everything's fixed again.
That's great. Okay.
So that way, the poor woman doesn't have a heart attack.
Yeah, no, she was just losing it. She's like, we worked all night on that. Huh, we need new material. We need stronger fabric. Go to Golden Fields, try and find the best cotton you can find. We need more tensile strength.
It's okay. It's okay. This is good enough for right now. I'm gonna keep fixing it. Okay.
She calms down, just goes a little off the wire on the couple servants that are there. She beats a few of them, but besides that, nothing terrible. So y'all were able to drop everything
Gallon
off.
says,
What are y'all taking with you?
Oh, I'm gonna take 200 gold.
Okay.
How much are you taking?
100 and 200.
Gallic is taking 1,000 gold.
Okay.
Jeez.
And Moron is taking a loincloth and 10-foot pole, invisible 10-foot pole.
The invisible 10-foot pole. Bethany normally wears like a thorn gorget around her throat. She, with the mention of Pao Ming as possibly being a vampire, she crafts a new one with Druidcraft that looks a little more fancy and I don't know, just makes it look a little more fancy and keeps it on.
Yeah, good inspiration for that. That's clever.
Yay.
Oh, I just realized I have to give up my broom. This is gonna hurt.
I know. I'm like, I can't take anything. And
When chapter 11 takes away all your shit.
What's the weather like in Yartar? Is it cold?
Right now it's a little nippy, but right now it doesn't seem to be overly cold. There's no rain in the forecast. Really nice day. Quite pleasant.
All right. Well, she keeps her griffin feather and her raven feather in her hair, and keeps her crag cat and silver squirrel shrug on.
Okay.
Okay. Also, nope, can't keep that. Can't keep that. Oh, I'll hand over the rest. It hurts so much.
Do druids have to have a focus?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I keep my holy symbol, my backup holy symbol, which is a necklace.
Okay.
If I do need a focus, I don't remember if I do or not, I will incorporate it into my fancy neck protector.
Okay.
So it looks ornamental.
And Gallic said he's going to keep his Harper pendants.
Okay.
Pendant, and I guess
it's a little sash.
Oh, my emerald enclave, yeah.
I'll keep my Order of the Gauntlet one. No, I'll just leave that one in the bag.
Oh, gee. Okay, so y'all heading off to the boat.
Yes, I guess.
Yes. Oh, and I tell Tamaran, okay, if things go really, really bad, please come pick us up.
He says, I have done you all the favors that you've requested.
Are my kids back yet?
No, but he has found an interesting trail that he's going to try and follow. Seems to be made of breadcrumbs.
Gallic's going to look at him and tell him that if he comes and helps us, if we need it, there might be a special great axe in it for him. Oh, sorry, great club in it for him.
He agrees.
There we go.
Okay. Off to the boat.
Off to the boat.
This is the real reason why Gallic and Raywin always need money.
So, as y'all are approaching, you're going to see is this man walking about to the staff, seemingly brushing over them, looking like a captain preparing his ship for voyage, making sure that everyone's... yeah, I'm trying to get the camera switched. This guy.
Oh, dear.
He seems to not have the octopus on his neck at this point, but he is Mr. Rylund.
Oh, sorry. Right before we get on the ship, I had a scroll prestidigitation, and I use it on Moron.
That's good, because on the way there, I jumped in another puddle.
I kind of figured I was going to wait until just before the ship.
Gets completely cleaned off, ready to go.
I sigh deeply.
You can jump in mud again later.
Before we get on the boat, I want to cast Enhance Ability Eagle Splendor on myself.
Okay.
That gives me advantage on charisma checks.
Awesome.
And I will do the same on Gallic, but instead of Eagle, I'm doing Owl.
Okay, Owl. Give you a little visual of what the ship looks like. Underbelly with all the rowing oars.
Oh wow!
And the gambling section. At the compartment. Okay. So as y'all approach, everyone's getting ready. They're filing stuff in. They're loading up cargo. And you see several nobles and harbor faction members being ushered in by Dry Lund. He's shaking their hands. He's still giving out a couple chips to a few people that you're able to notice with past perceptions of 16 or higher.
I think that's everybody.
Did you say 16 or higher?
16 or higher, yes.
Oh, not
yeah.
Shit.
Raywin and Gallic can't see.
Oh, I have 15. No, not 15. What do I have? 13, yeah.
Okay, no one's able to see
this, but he doesn't understand what's going on.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Nope, only 15.
Okay. Well, y'all are able to make it onto the ship as you're ushered on. Night's starting to fall as they're getting ready to depart from land and let gambling commence. Seems like as you're walking up, you are introduced to Drylung, but only for a short period of time. He's going to ask what your names are as you approach, as he has not seen you before. Well, how would you like to greet yourselves with the captain of your ship? Well, proprietor, main owner.
Petney's a little overwhelmed. She would not be the first one to say something.
I walk up to
I am Moron. You can address me as Moron.
Stop fellow there, Moron. You have come to our ship seeking what? Riches? Information? You looking to rub elbows with the right people? What has brought you here, Moron?
I think we're supposed to kill somebody.
I face palm.
And you see Drylung start laughing and says, "Oh, you've got a joker here with you, I can see."
Indeed, we
As
do.
if you could kill anyone on our ship. Ha. Oh, hardy lad. I didn't know we started drinking this early. You might want to keep him away from the free wine.
Yeah, perhaps.
Raywin perks up at free wine.
Bettany introduces herself. I'm Bettany Tealeaf.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Tealeaf. What is the Emerald Enclave seeking with my ship?
Heard about the ship. Thought I'd give it a look.
He says, well, make sure to have a hearty night and, well, enjoy the gambling.
Perhaps.
Okay, so what would y'all like to do as you're kind of ushering past them?
I guess I just introduce myself as Gallic.
Gallic, do you have the chip? Who has the chip?
Raywin does.
Okay, are you gonna...
Hey, he doesn't ask for my name. I'll just go on by.
No, he seems to have grown interest in some noble. Walking up again, put some chips into his hand.
Wait, weren't we supposed to ask him questions or no?
I don't know, we just have he's giving out chips to certain people. We have a chip from this boat. We just don't know what it means.
Yeah, so we need information.
Yeah.
And he was asking if we needed information.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'd rather get it from somebody else before I go to him. While I'm looking around, does there seem to be any people that are working here that seemed like, you know, they're competent other than that guy?
Oh yes, you see plenty of let's see, plenty of server. You see about 6 servers, a dozen car dealers, quite a few escorts, and 3 musicians that are getting set up throughout the ship as y'all start looking around.
Do any of those servers look like they might have been here for a while?
You don't really have a way to tell one from the other. They all seem to be about between 20 and 30-year-old humans that are milling about, very well dressed, very upkept. Everything is very pristine.
I can hear it.
Alright, I'd like to get one of the servers that I guess looks the most experienced.
Okay.
And try to discreetly ask them questions about the particular chip that we have.
Okay, so you're able to go up to him as he has a tray of wine. Able to talk over the wine, the quality for a little bit, flipping in your questions as you do so. What would you like to ask? And according to persuasion rules.
Oh. I would like to ask, why is he only giving these coins out to certain people?
Persuasion roll?
Ooh. That would be a 25.
He says, well, he has quite a few friends and frequenters to the ship. I believe it's so that they'll spend a little bit of time gambling and then spend more and progressively more where they have to dive into their own pockets and then go to Miss Ming to receive more tips.
Does it look like he'd be worried if I showed him the chip?
No, it doesn't seem to be like he's worried.
Okay, I show him the chip and go, one of our friends happened to get this as a family heirloom, is what he says. I don't necessarily trust him sometimes. About it being an heirloom.
And he, as you say that, he says, well, yes, this only seems to be about a few weeks old. We try to cycle through colors or different chips to make sure that people aren't trying to counterfeit us or run us out of money. But this one isn't more than a few weeks old.
That's a very smart idea.
It's a very smart idea.
And I have a very important question.
Yes, sir. As he looks up at the orc.
Where's the shitter?
He points you down to the restroom.
Okay. Head that direction.
Alright. And I would like to ask the server, was he here a few weeks ago?
He says, yes, I've worked here for several months, and I've been here through these ship rotations.
Would you happen to have noticed anything or anyone unusual on the ship that night?
He says, well, once we get out to water, there are quite a few unusual things that happen. But you know how these nobles get when they are inebriated.
Huh.
I'll discreetly slip him 10 gold. And take a glass of wine.
Okay. As you try and tip him in gold, he says, sorry, ma'am, thank you very much, but I'm not allowed to accept gold. Please exchange anything that you'd like to spend on this ship with Pao Ming. It's the only form of trade and currency that is allowed on the Grand Dame.
Interesting.
Would you be willing to say if there was anything unusual happening? Like to give me more specifics?
He says, sadly, miss, there are quite a few nights where there are crazy happenings all over the place. Another person hopping off the edge of the ship, swords and weaponry that are found within the hull that get strewn off to the side, people starting brawls, people starting fist fights, magic, prestidigitations, all sorts of things that we see when these nobles come in with their high appetites and, well, loose pocketbooks.
Have you ever seen a giant come here?
So the giants on this ship, they would surely crush it.
Oh, that's right. The ship isn't that big, is it?
No, it seems to be about 150, 180 foot long.
Okay. Sorry, I've been around too many extremely large ships recently.
Yeah.
Could you explain to me the rate of exchange for these chips?
Says, but of course, ma'am, they are 2 gold for every 1 token.
It's a bit.
You said 2 gold per 1 token?
Yes, 2 gold per 1 token. They also have gambling squares that they give out that are 100 gold apiece, and they seem to be emblems of the goose, except they look like thick playing cards.
When I get to the end of the boat, in the direction that the guy pointed, what did I find?
You were able to find a very nice lavatory with a well-dressed man taking care of people going to the restroom, washing hands, passing out soap.
On the main floor that we're on?
Yes, on the main floor that y'all are on. 8. It's right next to the kitchen. Oh, God, this is a horrible layout. Sorry. Trying to double-check some stuff.
Yeah.
What all would y'all like to do as well as Moron's going to the bathroom?
Could he tell me the direction of Pao Ling?
Yes. You should be able to find her on the gambling floor. It's just around the corner as he points you down the opposite direction that Moron went.
Bethany's gonna tug on Raywin's sleeve. I don't want to go see her.
And Moron, you end up in the corner of the dining room on the north end of the main deck.
Like in the dining room? Is that where I think the toilet's at?
Yeah, that's where you end up getting pointed to for the toilet, and then you end up finding a set of staircases that lead down.
Oh, okay.
To the lower deck.
Did you say go down, or did you just say in the dining room?
It says go down for the restroom.
Oh, okay. I go downstairs.
Okay, so as you go down to the lower deck, you see a couple of bathroom stalls off to the side, and a big, large wooden door that seems to be barring the main portion of this. You also see 2 guards standing in front of it. They don't seem to have any weapons brandished. They seem to be more bouncers, just standing in front of the 2 doors.
I try to go through the 2 doors.
Both of them extend their hands out and say, Sir, this is not for patrons, for nobles. This is for the crew. This is where the rowers row. We want to make sure that we keep that foulness away from you.
Where's the shitter then?
He points, he turns you around. It's right there, sir. Right there.
Yeah, I go in.
Okay.
And a few moments later, they hear a lot of grunting.
Oh.
He's not necessarily on a high fiber diet, so it's just stuck up in there, and he's like going at it.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. Okay, those poor men.
They're gonna get gassed.
I will thank the server kindly, get us each some wine, and as soon as the server goes away, like, grab Bethany by the shoulders and go and whisper, "Those were just rumors."
I don't care.
Well, we won't know until we go meet her.
I don't even want to be on this boat with a suspected vampire.
We don't know if it's true. And the quicker we find out, the better off we'll be.
Betty looks petrified. Like she has gotten pale. She looks petrified.
I mean, it's not like she's a shadow dragon.
I don't want to talk about them either.
Yeah, you killed the shadow dragon. Why are you scared?
Because she died to it.
She got resurrected. Not technically dying, right? Outright.
Well, while these 2 are talking, I just go around to wherever he pointed to try to exchange some coin for some chips.
Okay, sound good. Give me 1 second. I need to grab some water, and I will Ming it up for you.
Quite honestly, it is kind of above table. Vampires don't like water, so why would she be on a boat?
Yeah.
You might want to maybe bring that up to the character.
Oh no, that was the next argument. Also, too. Oh yeah. So, yeah, Raywin's just gonna keep going. Besides, we're on the ocean. Vampires can't cross running water. They can't cross water. Why would she be on a ship?
Benny just doesn't say anything. She's just like lost in her own nightmare at this point. Thinking back. But she kind of gives
a level 2 spell.
What?
I said you're gonna make me waste a level 2 spell.
No, she'll eventually hear what you're arguing, and she'll just kind of give a nod, but she's still just kind of not all with it. And she'll follow you.
Okay, I am back. As Garlic is approaching Pao Ming, and I apologize for this in advance. Oh, very nice day, very nice day. How can I help you? How can I help you, sir? You Hopper? Oh, you Hopper, you spend many money here. Many money, how can I help you?
I love you, long time.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I would like to exchange gold for chips and also buy one of those card thingies.
Oh yes. How much gold? How much gold do you try to spend?
We'll go with
sorry.
We'll go with 200.
How much gold?
200 gold for now.
Okay. You see, she opens up this odd little robe that she has on. It looks scaly to the touch. You see a couple like serpent heads going out of it. Do you have your monocle on?
Huh?
Do you have your monocle on?
No, I can't
do you
carry
have your monocle on?
We were told no magic items.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure for thematic purposes that we didn't have like Mr. Monopoly over here talking. Because of all the times for Garlic to have a monocle, that would have just been too funny. So, as you start talking to her, you're going to see her open up this gown. It seems to be made out of like some serpent cloth. And she opens up and pulls out a small satchel. She asks for your 100 gold as she pulls out one of the card chips, and she pulls out 100 gold worth of the other, so 50 chips. She hands them to you in a nice ornate velvet bag, and she gives you that one from out, and she pulls this bag out of the bag of holding that she is holding, puts it back into her blouse, after taking your 200.
Anyway, yeah.
What was that?
Moron is still trying to squeeze it out.
Grunting. Okay.
Yep.
Hey, wait, 1 second. 1 second.
Okay, that was supposed to be 200 gold worth of chips and the card. So I should be spending.
That's 300 gold total. Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize that. So yeah, it gives you 100 tokens and the one playing card chip.
Okay, well then I go find. After I get all that, I go find. I pace the gambling room to see what they have.
Okay, I need a wisdom saving throw.
And that's at advantage, right? Because you have the spell on you.
Yep.
15. Uh, 15.
Okay, thank you very much. So as you start looking around the room, you're going to see a few people gambling away. A lot of card games seemingly going on, some Baccarat-style game, and even a little roulette table.
Okay. So I'm going to calm down Bethany by reminding her that vampires don't like the water. And start threatening to put ice cubes down her back.
It will take her a couple minutes to get out of her nightmares, but she'll eventually give a little nod and follow.
Okay.
About that time, that's when Raywin noticed Galax already left.
I see him pacing around trying to pick out the gambling table he would like to go to. You start to hear this odd grunting coming from the boards underneath you.
What?
A couple screams every now and then.
What is
Sounds
that
familiar.
noise?
Does it sound like Moron?
Other than that, you're going to see what was his name again? God, I can't remember it for the life of me. Casper Drylund. And you're going to see him walking around now with an octopus around him, kind of just walking from table to table, talking to some nobles, encouraging people to gamble, and getting a lot of what you think are his friends or upper echelon people proper drinks and make sure that they're being attended to.
Oh, it's an octopus.
Remember, we might need to befriend it later.
I can speak with it. If I need to.
Yeah. We'll save that for later.
Yeah.
Surprise me. Alright, I would like to take Bethany with me to go see Pal.
Mm.
How can I help you ladies?
Hi, yes, we would like to get some chips.
I don't
yes, yes. I have many chips. Okay, she hands out, transfers y'all's money into her bag of holding, transfers out y'all's chips.
I don't want chips.
Oh, okay. Okay. What are you doing tonight? You're not gambling like your friend here?
I'm watching.
Okay, can you give me a wisdom save?
That's where I hold her shoulders and go, she doesn't quite understand how gambling works, so I'm going to show her, and then she's going to gamble later.
Oh, okay. That's pretty nice, pretty nice. Make sure you gamble big. You win big. Only way.
And while I'm doing this,
Natural
I would
20.
Okay, thank
so
you.
28.
Okay.
On my wisdom saving throw.
Oh, you're good. Anything else after you got new chips?
I would like to observe Pal during the time of the transaction.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to see, just from looking at her, if I can tell if she's undead or not.
All right. You do not get the appearance that she is undead, but as you're looking at her, you see a bit of verbal, somatic components being uttered from her. She's kind of whispering it away as one of her hands in her pocket. Some odd magic energy going off. Oof.
So she's casting a spell.
Yes.
Interesting.
Would it be an Arcana check to see if I know what type of spell she's casting?
Yeah, sure, Arcana.
Okay.
While she's doing that, I'll go up to a card table.
Okay. Ask you to sit down, play. They offer you some wine. They bring it quickly.
How much to play?
We're going to sit down. It is it's one chip minimum per round. Other than that, you can bet as much as you want, up to I believe it's 100 chip max out per round.
Okay.
And this seems to be a game similar to Texas Hold'em, where you're playing both against the players as opposed to dealer.
All right. So that's 15 for Arcana.
15 for Arcana is going to discover it's some sort of divination magic, but that's about all.
Okay, so I thank her for her time and take Bethany away from her.
Bethany has, oh god, wrong pipe. Sigh of relief.
Yeah.
And I whisper to Bethany, she's not undead, but she is a spellcaster.
Oh, really? Is she casting spells?
It looked like she was using divination magic.
What would that... I wonder how that would work?
I mean, she could try and see the future, essentially. See what could potentially happen to us, or I'm trying to think what all else. Basically, I can give her a breakdown of what she could be doing.
Okay.
Do I need to make a wisdom saving throw?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Moron starts screaming, "Who does number 2 work for?"
Oh, God. I'm just gonna pretend that I don't know who that person is.
You hear no response. You see a terrified humanoid on the outside. You're just holding a little hand towel whenever you do end up coming out.
Probably needs a gas mask.
Probably. Gallic said he would like to play that game.
That's true. How pungent is it?
Oh, it's quite pungent. You're filling up the lower deck with some very unbreathable air. Gallic, I'm going to need you to roll me a d10.
It's a 9.
9. All right. As you were I need to know how much you're betting as well. This is going to be an hour's worth of gambling. So as you're gambling for 15, as you're gambling 15 chips over an hour, you're able to accumulate an additional 5 more tokens. So now you're sitting with 20 of what you are sitting at the table with.
Okay, so while Bethany and I are looking around, do I see anybody that looks like they might be willing to spill their guts right now?
Vomit, you mean?
Oh, no, I mean like they're inebriated enough where they're not going to throw up on me?
Oh, no, it's still early in the night.
Okay, I just need somebody inebriated enough that they'll answer questions.
Okay. You have a few hours.
All right. Now I'd like to make a wager of 20.
Okay. D10.
That is a 10.
Okay, you're going to be able to get back. In that hour, you get 6 gold pieces or 6 tokens that you win.
Damn, this isn't going fast enough. All right. Let's go ahead and put 50 down.
Okay, so you'll see Gallic start gambling more and more. Give me a D10.
That is a 7.
7. Alrighty then. Get back 16 pieces of chips in the third hour.
All right.
What would you like to do in these 3 hours while Gallic is gambling away?
I guess I would like to find a table where I see a lot of people drinking.
Okay.
But a relatively easy game.
Okay, you see a blackjack table going.
You know what? I'll do the blackjack table.
Okay. How much are you gambling?
I'll do 10 chips.
Okay. Need you to roll me a D12.
A D12?
Yep.
Nine.
Okay, as you sit there for an hour, you're able to accumulate 2 of the tokens.
So 2 additional tokens?
2 additional tokens.
Okay, I'd like to go again for another 10.
Okay. D12?
11.
11, you're able to get back 5 of the token pieces. All the while hearing grunting and groaning from below deck.
For 3 hours? Jeez.
2 hours. He was really impacted. Moron comes strutting up after about 2 hours, or wherever he would like to go.
After about that time, I bust out of the bathroom, like pants at my ankles, just like sweat all over the place. You may want to wait before you go in there. Had a little trouble there.
I know, sir. I've been in here.
When he comes above deck, I might order him prune juice if that's available.
Oh, God.
And I ask him, can you help me with, I don't know how to work these
clothes.
He's gonna go on, he helps, you put on your pants, he puts everything else on.
I didn't wipe, by the way.
Oh, it's gonna stink.
Okay. Still pulls the pants up, is able to get you ready to shuffle out the door.
Does he wipe him too?
He does not wipe him. He does not get paid that much.
Poor man. He's probably going to quit after that.
Anything else?
I would like to gamble for the last bit with another 10 coins. Or 10.
Okay.
Yeah, 10 coins.
D12?
Bethany's just kind of sitting on a stool behind Raywin, observing, kind of keeping a lookout for anything that might be interesting.
Okay, active perception, if you wouldn't mind, while you're doing all that. And Raywin, what was that D20 or D12 roll?
10.
21.
Raywin is able to get back 5 of the token pieces, and Bethany is able to notice that Drylung seems to be walking back and forth around the lobby a lot, but he never stays with the octopus for more than about 20 minutes when it's on his shoulder. He frequently leaves the cabin and goes somewhere else from the gambling floor.
So he keeps going back and forth to the lobby, but he doesn't have the octopus with him very long?
Yeah, he only has the octopus on him for about 20 minutes at a time.
I mean, I can turn into an octopus, so I assume like that's like because the octopus can't breathe?
Yes, you know that most octopuses actually can't breathe outside of water for more than a few minutes, let alone 10 or 20.
Interesting. And other than that, that's all I see.
Mm-hmm. Oh. You're also able to hear Moron's panting, and a busboy on the lower level end up gagging in his mouth. That's only because of how loud it is.
I walked to the very top of the stairs on my way back.
Okay. So you go to the very top level, not stopping on the main deck.
Yeah, I don't remember where I was.
Okay, as you do that, you make it up to the bridge, actually, where you find a captain and 6 deckhands who are stationed at the wheel and seem to be working to keep the ship afloat. Perfect place for Moron.
Keep the ship afloat. They're belling water. Who the hell paid for this cheap-ass boat? I just walked by them. I mean, I don't know them, so.
As they start trying to talk to you, sir, please, the gambling floor is below. This is for crew and crew members only.
My friends are back here.
Says, no, sir, we can assure you they're not back here. As you see,
no, I know they're back here. I came from this direction. I know they're over here.
Sir, we've been here all night. We are stationed dusk till dawn with no rotation. Your friends are not back there.
I am, and I will use intimidates and tell him that my friends are back there.
Okay, give me an intimidation roll.
it's the strain from the shit.
You did that one, didn't you?
No. I did 2. But I've got proficiency.
You rolled a 2.
Yeah, I rolled a 2, but my intimidation is a massive +4. So I have a 6 total.
A 6 total with a natural 2, as they just can tell that you're full of shit.
Not anymore.
Yeah, you seem a bit inebriated to them, so they're gonna try and shuffle you down. They send another one out there, says to get Pao Ming, if at all possible. Try and usher this man back down to the gambling floor.
I continue to insist that that my friends are over there.
Okay, sounds good. So as you do this back and forth, Pao Ming is gonna come back up, accompanied by this one. Starts asking who your friends are, where are you trying to go up here for. She's been seeing them gamble downstairs for several hours and have a great and entertaining time.
She asks who my friends are?
No, she doesn't ask who your friends are. She actually tells you the 3 people that you came down with and makes assumptions on who your friends are.
Oh, okay.
She's been watching and observing.
My friends are in the back here.
And
I know I
hold her
came
hands off. This is not the place your friends are. It's not the droids you're looking for. I need a wisdom save.
Okay. Well, it's not a 2. It was a 3. Plus 2, 5 total. I agree. I think this is not where my friends are.
He says that is correct. And if I am to say so, if you cause any more of this ruckus, I need you to walk off the bridge of my ship, as you're now under the power of a suggestion spell. So,
Hey, she's asking me to do that now?
yes, she's asking you to go back down and rejoin your friends on the gambling level. If she is to say so within the next 8 hours, you are to walk off the edge of the ship.
Okay. All right. I shake her hand. Shit-covered hand. And say, I'll go back down.
Okay, as you make it back down, you see her start washing up. You hear a little banter back and forth, but not before you see Moron coming back down with an odd, glassy, glazed look over his face.
Can I roll an insight check to see?
Yeah.
Almost rolled a d12 for that. That would have been ridiculous. That would be a 22.
Jeez.
A 22, all right. Is going to notice that Moron is under the effects of some kind of spell, some sort of inebriation. He just looks off.
So I'm already done gambling, right? Because I did it for the 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go over to him and kind of check him out and go, Moron, buddy, pal.
Yeah, what's up?
What
Don't
were
have
you
the
doing?
seafood. Whatever was in that. Oh my god.
Moron, did you talk to anybody before you came down to us? Did you drink anything?
Just some slant-eyed woman.
Might say she was the chink in his armor.
That's terrible.
Dang it, Albert.
I'm sorry. If I'm going to be racist, I got to be racist to everyone. We're going to hit all the stereotypes tonight.
I mean, I can't breathe.
That is important. Just that little bit of friendly holiday eggnog.
Oh, Gallic would like to place another bet, and he wants to bet 127 pieces.
127 pieces of coin. All right, roll me a percentile dice of 100.
Oh, never mind. He said he can only bet 100 at a time, so he wants 100.
Yep. So percentile die.
6.
6 on the percentile?
Sorry, never mind. He did that wrong. $97.
97 is going to have him on an amazing streak. He's going to be going for quite some time and nearly lose it all at one point. But as you get to the end of the gambling streak, you're able to come out with an additional 43 pieces of coins and chips.
Okay, and while I'm talking to Moron, can I pull him off somewhere where nobody could really see us?
Not particularly, no. It's a fairly small ship, and there aren't many places that you wouldn't be able to be seen by some member of attentive staff or Pao Ming herself.
Okay. Could I cast... I would like to try and cast Detect Magic, then.
Okay. You were going to detect magic coming off of Pao Ming and... No, just Pao Ming.
What kind of magic?
Divination. And then also a bit of evocation. I'm sorry, not evocation, conjuration.
Okay. But you said it looked like he was under a spell of some sort, right?
Yes, it looks like Moblad is under a spell of some sort. You do detect magic coming from him. Radiating off. He's been suggested.
Okay. And since I've cast that, or I've seen that spell cast several times, I know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll use a Dispel Magic on him.
Well,
okay.
I mean, I'm there with you. Are you explaining what's going on?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'll whisper explain it.
Well, I could also cast Dispel Magic if you'd rather me use one of my slots.
It's fine. I mean, I don't see us really fighting our way out of here.
Okay.
As she says, Gallic stands up from the table in a hurry and just yells out, "I'm fucking bored."
I take that back. We might end up having to.
You are rushed by the man himself, Dry Lung. And it says, "Oh, you not entertained?" He gets a bit loud, octopus on his shoulder at this point, holding a glass of wine. Why, you think you're tough around here? You think that this riverboat isn't good enough for you? Maybe we should have you just walk off the edge, off the side.
I just get bored easily. What do you have
very fair.
More entertaining?
Give me a persuasion roll with advantage.
15.
15. He says, "Oh, good sir. I think I might have something to tickle your fancy if you're into the more dangerous side of life. Could recount a couple stories and show you a few charts. We can make a few wagers on the outcomes of a few souls."
I'll say, look at me. I literally live in danger. As he does that, I kind of rip rip the arms just a little bit on the shirt. Not
Flex just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
It's just
Control.
one.
I need an athletics to see if you just barely stretch or you overflex.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the one time your plus strength doesn't come in handy.
He rolled a 24.
Your shirt just begins to rip and tear at the seams, buttons flying across. One of them is actually going to hit Dry Lung in the forehead. Oh, lad! Oh, calm yourself. You no need to impress them. We have plenty of entertainers here without you ripping your clothes off. But we have another shirt. We can get you cleaned up as he starts apologizing to the guests around for seeing such lewdness. Saying we can make sure we get you changed and talk a little more of the wagers up there.
So what happened to Moron after I cast the Dispel Magic?
He no longer feels suggested.
I still feel like I took a massive shit, though.
Oh, yeah, no, you've got this cavity in your colon.
Can you get rid of this sensation?
Yeah.
We'll work on that later. That's going to take a lot a lot of cleansing.
I just don't want to feel like I've been stretched out anymore.
Yeah, I'm not sure I have anything for that. I would ask a waiter, but I'm a little bit worried about asking him that.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm gonna look around for Gallic.
I'm sure we just heard him.
I'm sure.
Yeah, he was just here. He seems to have disappeared upstairs with the octopus and the owner of the ship. What a hell of a hentai.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Except I don't think it's gonna end well for the octopus or the owner of the ship.
Yeah, no. As
should
Dalek
we
is being led up to a private room on top.
Yeah, I would like to try and follow after them.
Me as well.
As y'all try to follow after him, you're going to be shuffled off by some guards saying, my apologies, but this is faction business, madame.
That's my husband.
And what faction are you a part of?
Order of the Gauntlet.
And this is Harper's business. Sometimes even laws and bonds of marriages are not enough to keep you around for all time.
All right, on your own heads be it then.
And
I'm not to blame for anything that happens. Huh?
Was that a threat, miss?
Nope, that's not a threat.
Is
That's
it a promise,
prediction
miss?
of what might potentially happen.
Okay. Y'all guys will hear a little bit of a scuffle behind him as he's walking up, and you see your comrades getting slowed.
Okay, I keep walking.
Okay.
Rude.
I take Bethany back and I go, well, either shit's about to hit the fan.
Oh, it already hit it. Trust me. and the walls and the
Moron gets
ceiling.
inspiration. Moron gets inspiration. That's a setup for a shit takedown.
I'm gonna get a waiter and ask them, do you have anything that could help him not feel his butt anymore?
We have someone that could feel his butt for him, but you gotta pay extra for that.
That could what for his butt?
Feel his butt. They have plenty of call girls.
I don't know. I don't think that's what he wants, and I don't think anybody wants that.
Well, if you pay the right price,
my evening will be nice.
You can go with me on your way.
That's all up to you, moron, and how much gold you want to spend.
I just like put my hand over my ass and just like start waddling, like I'm trying to keep it together.
I don't understand this person.
Do I?
It's an orc. It's an orc.
Bethany uses her silent speech to say that to Raywood. I don't understand him. He's so strange and crude.
Okay, I'm gonna start information searching again.
Okay. Give me a persuasion roll.
Can I guide myself?
Yeah, of course.
Bethany just follows her around like a little puppy dog.
Like, you swear she's not a vampire, right? You swear she's not a vampire.
Oh, I'm keeping an eye on that woman.
15.
A 15, all right, is going to get you a bit of information. You keep hearing this odd ring, this odd phrase that goes over and over again between quite a few people. You realize that they're discussing some odd society, some odd squid society. And you keep mentioning some kraken, some foul beast that needs to be praised and followed. Other than that, nothing else that kind of sparks interest.
Could I do a religion check to see what
yeah,
that
sure.
might be?
Kraken.
You said religion was okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is a 19.
You're able to recognize the group they are talking about as the Kraken Society, a group of people very similar to the Mormons of Faerun, where they're just kind of walking around trying to spread their information door to door with ships instead of bicycles, wearing their nice little close-cut shirts, their little ties. Always find them in pairs of twos, talking about the great squid that will come and devour all of your merchant ships if you don't pay proper tribute and respect.
Wait, have we seen a Kraken before?
Y'all have not seen a Kraken before, at least in
Okay,
this storyline.
I'm just making sure.
Do you share this information with us, Raywan?
Yes, although I'm not sure where Moron is exactly.
I'm hanging around you guys, holding my ass.
Okay, I'll just get the waiters to bring you, like, fruit juice or something.
Yeah, they bring him prune juice.
Oh, I wasn't trying to make him go again, but okay.
So the Kraken Society, what was their purpose again?
They're trying to get people to worship the Kraken and pay proper tribute to the Kraken, or the Kraken will swallow their ships.
This is giving me a bad feeling.
Yeah, those are usually the people that you have signs up that says, "I already have my deity, please go away."
But we're on a ship.
I made sure that my symbol of Bahamut is, like, tucked inside my shirt.
Okay.
And that Dryland guy has a squid on his shoulder every once in a while.
Yeah.
I have a feeling he's part of the Kraken Society.
Possible. There's just something fishy about this operation in general.
Fishy or squiddy?
Or squiddy, whichever. You know what? I just think they're using a whole bunch of disappearing ink.
Alright, so what's going up top with me and Mr. Calamari?
Situation with advantage as you're trying to talk to him. You can tell he's a little drunk.
Say that again?
You can see that he's a little drunk. I need a persuasion roll as you start talking as he brings you into a room filled with maps.
It's a 12.
So you start talking back and forth. He's going to start talking about a game that he'd like to play, about trying to find the greatest pack of squids within the ocean, where he has charts and maps listing out the densities and their travel patterns. But he would like to see if you were able to guess the correct location as he tosses you a small, like, flag pin, kind of like a thumbtack. You can stick somewhere into the map that's hung on his wall. You see a full map of the Sword Coast, from all the way down to Waterdeep, up to Tribor, through Neverwinter, all the way off to the east of the Amarok Deserts. You see an extensive amount of drawing with the water and the currents around it.
Okay, so I see all this drawing. So I just make a guess.
Yeah, right now you're just making a guess, and you can make a perception check or a history check. Trying to figure out where you can remember this type of thing would come from, but you're basically trying to find out where the most squids are traveling.
History or perception? Okay, perception on that one. Okay, so that's a 18.
18, all right. So you're going to see a bit of the map that seems to be run over with someone's finger quite a few times, as if it's been traced out or drawn out, but not with any sort of ink. Seems to be a bit more deformed as you place your pen down. You see this bit of remorse and grimace wash over his face. He starts to pour more wine into his goblet, saying, "Oh, you were right, laddie, you were right." He passes you one of the playing cards.
Okay.
With a golden goose emblem on it.
All right, so that gives
Says you guessed correctly.
Okay.
I think this captain needs to die.
Something's going on.
And as Moron says that downstairs, you see Ming's slitty little eyes dart over to you.
Wait, did Moron actually say
He was
that
the one that
out
gave
loud?
me the sea fish.
The sea fish.
I'll make him feel the pain that I felt in that bathroom.
I think that was from the absinthe you drank.
Oh, that's worn way off.
And possibly the cask of brandy. Fine brandy.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna wait here for Gallic. I don't know. This guy is something's going on here. I don't really like it.
Oh, could you repeat what you said happened with Brad upstairs because he lost the thing?
Oh, he ended up he got another playing card for the Golden Goose, as you saw a part of the map where a finger has been tracing over it quite a few times.
Okay. I guess I'll go ahead and play another game, but nonchalantly ask him if he's heard anything about, some giant ships selling by Port Last.
Anything about what?
Some giant ships that's selling by Port Last that's been selling up and down the coast.
He says, "Oh, information you seek. Well, maybe we can wager a bit about that too. How about we play another game, and if I'm right, you answer one of my questions, but if you're right, I'll answer one of yours. I know a fair bit about the giants and their roaming activities."
Okay. I agree.
Okay, so I need a 20-sided dice roll. Straight.
That's a nat 20.
Of course.
Of course, for Dalek. So as y'all start bantering back and forth, trying to wager a few things, you start going through the maps, you start playing a card game, basically a long, drawn-out game of war. As you finally are able to edge him out at the end. Well, I'll find you. You have bested me, you have bested me. What would you like to know?
Well, if there's been a giant that went missing, and we were looking into it, and we found
yes, that loud horse, Mag. I heard he went off someplace.
Yeah, we met up with him. He is no longer among the living.
And his eyes sort of widened. This is news to me. First time I've heard of such a prolific giant as him being taken away from us.
I'm about to say it's not.
Oh no, can't hear you, Brad. Dodgy internet.
Hold on. I'm like, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm like, have you heard of the attack on Port Last and the 22 frost giants that attacked it and they all met their peril?
He says, yes, it was quite a hearty thing to hear about when the ravens came in. I love to hear the demise of those awful giants. They have no business being among free folk like us.
Yeah, that was me and my crew.
He seems even more impressed by this, and seems like he opens up his cabinet, he brings out some of the finest brandy and alcohol that he has, and says, "Please, sir, please tell me, sit and tell me more of the stories of this attack. I've only heard it sung by bards and tales drawn out and sent to us by Raven."
Well, I give him the basic gist of it on how we outmaneuvered them and we slaughtered them. And as I mentioned Alex Alley, I take one bicep and I flex it to rip the shirt in that part to expose the kill count that's on my arm.
And he gets ever impressed by this and says, "That's quite impressive, sir. You are quite strong. Have you been on the sea before?"
Once.
He says, "Well, I believe that it could be a hell of a place for you. Have you ever thought of joining the higher ranks? Thought about who may govern your life? A Lord above, as he gets a little religious on you, as many people do when they're drunk." And he starts talking about this odd and almighty squid.
Yeah, I'll be frank with him. I don't have sea legs. I'm a land-based lover.
He draws a bit away at that point and says, "Oh, that's sad. I might have had a job offer for you, but No, it requires hardy sea legs.
Now, I might know some people, though. I do
He
have...
says, oh, no, sadly, sir, this is not something I could contract out. This would have to just be for you. Well, it could have been. Never mind about it now.
Well, on another note, I'm sorry to disappoint on that one, but I have a tendency to get more kills on land, and that's what I'm going for.
That's highly understandable. I have heard that there are many alleys springing up all around the realm. You're actually going to hear a bit about an underground fight club that seems to be springing up at just about every one of these signs where Golik's Alley has been scrawled out in blood between the different towns that you have all visited. So welcome to our adventure, Tyler Durden.
Yeah, so I basically just keep talking to him about, you know, let's see, what, about the job? On the chance that I might come of interest. What was this job you were talking about?
Give me a persuasion roll. This will be straight. Out of the kitchen, dog.
That's still a 16.
Okay. So he's gonna kind of banter back and forth about it for a while, sort of beating around the bush. He says, "But let's keep this quiet, secret, purely on the hush hush. It's a contract job for the Kraken Society. We have a boat that is in need of quite a bit of protecting. It has some precious cargo, and it travels throughout the Moon Sea. It's a beauty of a ship, shaped in the, imagery of these great squid, as he has the octopus on his shoulder and sort of motions to it. He calls it the Morkoth. Morkoth. He says that it is hidden somewhere within the sea. It could always use more reinforcements and stern, hardy sea legs. But, again, this is something he just tries to keep an eye out for."
All right. Okay. After that over courtless banter and maybe another wager or two, I'd like to ask him about King Hecaton and his wife and why they went missing, or how they went missing. If he might know anything on
Give me an insight roll.
Insight. Okay. 16.
He says, "Well, you know..." Here, I'm actually going to turn the camera back on for this. He's like, "Well, you know, I really don't... I don't know much about that Hecaton guy. He was a hill giant, right? He was one of those big guys, one of those baddies. I don't really know much about that lad." He just tries to brush off the topic and move on to the next sort of bit of information or bit of wager. He tries to refill the cups.
Okay, what kind of wager does he want to make?
Just continue gambling the way that you have been.
Okay. Let's see what else. Does he know of anything of an ancient blue dragon?
Of a what?
Ancient blue dragon.
An ancient what?
Blue dragon.
Oh, an ancient blue dragon. He is going to say no, but again, it appears like he is just lying out through his teeth. He says he doesn't seem to know much about the giant folk. He tries to stay out of their affairs.
Okay, what if I was to offer, you know, I got a few things to take care of, but I'd be willing to offer up my services to help you out if you could help me out.
And what kind of help are you looking for?
I mainly need information. The kind that, you know, most people wouldn't want to give out due to certain reasons, and I understand that.
It says, "Well, information comes at a higher price than any gold or betting chip. So sadly, I will not be able to fill that, sir." As he starts trying to shuffle you out of the room, seems to be sweating a bit profusely at this point, as he puts up his octopus into a big fish tank that's sitting in the center of his room.
Huh. You know, gold is fine. Everything else is fine. I could, you know, I also got a little bit of dragon's blood. Now that's a
Intimidation
completely
roll.
different story. What was that? Intimidation.
Yep, at the mention of dragon's blood. Remember, he is quite drunk, and so there's some images flowing through his mind. He's remembering the halls of Galix Alley, and he's basically alone in a room with Superman, but he doesn't know his alignment.
Yeah. Superman is kind of hiding that alignment right at the moment.
Exactly.
And that's a 19.
Okay, so you're going to come off a little more intimidating than you expect with this dragon's blood. You even make a bit of an offhand comment that it might be his blood, and the way that you word it. And then he gets really nervous. He starts sweating and says, "I think we might need to have this discussion later. I'm feeling a little overheated. I feel a headache set on. Please go back downstairs and continue gambling."
All right. Well, that didn't go the way I planned, but okay. I'll let him have his piece because I don't want to walk off a ship.
Okay, fair. And you hear a massive sigh of relief with your passive perception as you walk away.
Okay. I guess I meet back down with everybody else, and I kind of... wait a minute. How much gold did I make out of that one? Or how many tokens?
Oh, shit.
I think you got one of the cards. Like
for the second round of betting, you ended up with another 34 tokens as you were leaving.
All right. Well, I go back down and I find the rest of them and I let them know what's going on. And what I found out, that he's nervous Nelly.
He's hiding something?
Yeah, oh yeah, he's hiding shit.
So he...
Did we win? No.
So he probably knows information that we need.
Yeah, but he's not... It could just be that I'm too scary for him to talk about it. You know, I don't exactly...
So, do we need to kill him?
I don't necessarily think killing, but maybe...
I can intimidate him. My asshole's feeling a lot better now. Well, what do you guys want to do? We can't stay on this ship.
The plate.
I don't know.
The dude's lying. Let's start some shit.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do over the table. Yeah, I don't know what else to do. I don't have the charisma, and frankly, Betty's not interested in talking with all these strange people. I don't know what to do. We know the guy's lying. We know he's probably got some information that we need.
Yeah, I also told everybody about the deal that I was trying to make with him on helping him out with his ship security for information.
That's where I look at Gallic and go, no.
What did what did you want with the ship?
What
do you want with the ship?
He wanted security for ship.
Did he just tell you what kind of ship it was?
Not off my memory, no.
Wait, didn't he describe the ship to Gallic?
Yes, it was in the shape of a squid.
Yeah, we're not helping them. They destroy merchants.
I'm a pirate, so I can get us. Or is that sailor or something like that?
I explained to Gallic about the Kraken Society. Why it would be a bad idea to work for them.
Yeah, I don't think we should work for them.
The little symbol of Admiral Akbar. It's a trap. It's a trap.
It's a trap.
All right. So, what do you guys want to do?
So we know that the token from here was found where
Is there someplace relatively quiet in here that we could talk?
Huh?
Is there someplace in here where we could all talk without being overheard?
Nope, not really a place that you can do that. Y'all don't have private quarters in this boat.
Alright, so I'm going to try to whisper as quietly as possible that we need to get with the captain alone, all of us, not just a few of us, because there's a spellcaster on here, and I don't really want to go against everybody on the ship if we don't have our weapons.
Captain or the Dryland?
Dryland.
Oh, okay.
We don't know if the captain has any information or not. The only person that we know of is Dryland.
Well, next time he comes through, if he has his octopus, I can go up and talk to his octopus.
Yeah, that won't be, you talking to his octopus while it's on him.
Wouldn't he need to keep his octopus somewhere?
In a tank.
Yeah, there's a tank upstairs.
In his office.
Is there some way we could get into the tank upstairs?
You can certainly try to stealth up.
Is Pao Ming in there?
Pao Ming is down on the gambling level, yes.
Okay, is that not where we're at?
Yes, that is where you're at. You're on the outside side of that right now, kind of looking out towards the water.
Okay.
The tank is in what's-his-name's quarters, though.
I go up to Pao Ming and I slug her in the face for casting a spell on me.
Oh, never mind.
Everyone roll initiative.
Oh, shit.
What did you say?
Roll initiative. I get my surprise attack, right?
Oh, yeah, of course.
That'll be a 20, not natural.
How much was that?
And she will take 7 points of damage.
Okay. Okay, 20 or higher. 19. 18, 17, 16.
18.
Gallic
Okay, so
also got
Brittany-
18.
Gallic can go first.
Gallic, Bethany, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12.
I'm 15.
Okay.
I'm 12.
Okay, and Pao Ming's 19 is going to go first. As she turns to Moron, and I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw.
17.
What was that con save?
17.
Okay, so it'll take half damage. 16, 26, 32, 40. So you're going to take 20 points of cold damage, already halved, as she extends out and a cone of frosty energy comes to hit you, blasting out over the side of the ship. Gallic.
Alrighty.
She screams out, "You will perish for this."
All right, well, that tells me what I'm going to do, since they ain't going to help me much without any weapons. But, yeah, I'll go over there. I'll go into a raid and run up to her.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to grapple her by her hands.
Okay.
That is a 26.
Okay, 1 second. What the hell is that thing? She is now restrained. Or grappled. She's grappled.
Yeah, I got her hands to kind of help with that whole making hand sign bullshit that I know spellcasters make.
All right, and with that, we are at Bethany.
Are we killing them?
You have to make that decision on your own.
Yeah, or you can take the distract.
Yeah.
We did distract.
Or what? What, Brad?
Moron's kind of distraction, if I'm not mistaken.
What are we trying to do?
Do what you want to do.
We didn't really get a plan, so I'm like, I don't know what to do. Are there... what else is going on? Is there anybody else, like, looking to...
People are looking in horror and screaming out, "They've attacked me!"
Gosh, I don't know. I don't like this character because I don't know what to do with her. I'm gonna look at Raywin and be like, "What do you want me to do? What are we doing? Are we trying to?" Yeah, I'm just gonna do that, and I need some direction.
Okay. Moron.
Yep, I'm going to punch her 3 times.
Okay.
So first one is going to be a 19 to hit.
Damage.
Let me roll. That'll be a 20-something to hit. And that'll be a 19 to hit. So all 3 of them hit.
Okay. Yep.
So that'll be 8, 16, 24 points of damage as I just left, right on her.
As you lay some good hits in like one of the foremans. Anything else?
I was thinking more like Marvin Gaye, but you know that'll work too.
Oh, okay, fair. Raywin.
Raywin is going to roll her eyes and just grab Bethany and go towards Drylands. Where he had taken Gallic up.
Okay, so you can full action movement up there.
Are the guards there?
The guards are watching past Joe right now to go downstairs.
Okay. So then I'm just going to take Bethany straight up to his cabin.
Okay, you're able to make it there. You'll start the next turn there. So you go back to the top, and she uses a bonus action to cause a giant poisonous snake come emerging from the coat that she is wearing.
Remember, she can't use somatic components.
Oh, I know. This is a bonus action from the magic item that she's wearing.
Oh, okay.
With that, the giant poisonous snake is going to try and bite down on Moron. And
when did she cast that?
She didn't. It's not a casting.
When did it appear, I guess?
It appeared at the start of her turn.
At the start of her turn? Okay. Is it something she has to maintain concentration on?
Not something she has to maintain concentration on.
Okay. All right.
Seems to. It's above the table. It's the robe of serpents from the Storm King's Thunder, Appendix B. So it's the uncommon item that she has several stylized serpents from. As a bonus action, she can transform one of them into a giant snake. Does not require verbal or somatic components to activate.
Okay.
And I'll need a con save by Moron.
Whoops.
You only take 5 points of piercing.
17 again.
Okay. And you are going to take 4 points of poison damage.
So 9 total.
Yeah, in total.
Okay.
So 9 points of damage total.
Alrighty.
And you see her go invisible.
All right, so she's still in my arms.
Mm-hmm.
I have her grappled, so she's invisible.
Oh, she can't cast invisibility. That has a somatic component.
I was gonna say,
Yep.
she's pretty much
Thank you.
effectively unable to cast.
Well, for the most part.
Yeah, there are some that she can still cast, but
Give me a contested athletics.
yeah, that's 25. Did you hear me?
No, I did not.
It's a 25.
Okay, you're able to keep a hold of her hand. That's her turn. Gallic.
All right.
One sec.
Retarded. Yeah. All right. So I'd like to start making my way towards the edge of the ship.
Okay, half movement to the edge. You'll be able to get there for the full turn.
So I can get there in my full turn.
Yep.
Okay. Then I guess it'd be another athletics check to throw her ass overboard.
Yes.
That is a natural 20.
And you hurl the snake woman into the water. It says, "Not very nice."
We could have looted her, but okay.
Yeah, I'm going up against a spellcaster, and I don't have shit to fight with. So,
all you need is these, and I kiss both hands. Look.
Yeah, I didn't take Tavern Brawler. All right.
Okay.
On down.
We're off the edge, Bethany.
So we're in his office?
You have made it to his office. The door of his office.
So we open the door?
As you open the door, you see a drunk dry lung pouring another glass of wine.
We need information. You have it.
Oh, I have much information. What information do you seek? And what are you doing in my quarters?
I go over there and grab them and pick them up off the...
You're on a different level.
Oh, I thought they were with us. Oh, we were...
No, we went back upstairs to the...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then Moron is pissed at Gaelic for tossing his punching bag overboard. And we have some words.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Bethany.
I'm going to look at Raywin and say, go for it. And then I'm going to cast Speak with Animals so I can talk to the squid, but I kind of want her to take over questioning him.
Okay. Moron.
Well, there's nothing left, right? He just tossed our only plaything overboard.
Well, guards are running down.
The guards?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we're by the edge of the ship, right?
Yep.
So I guess I'll ready. How close are they?
They're about 25 feet away from you.
And how close are they to the edge of the ship?
They're in the interior part of the banking area because they had come from the staircase, so they have to go through the walled doorway before they're on like the side deck. About 15 feet away from the edge once they reach like the outside.
I will ready an action. And that action is, as soon as one gets close, I'm going to grapple them.
Okay, Raywin.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't sure that was mine. So he's asking us why we're here?
Yeah, and I just told him we wanted information, and he had it.
I'm going to close the door.
Okay.
Lean against it, cross my arms, and go, what do you know about dragons and giants?
Intimidation roll.
Ooh, that's actually pretty good. 19.
19. He looks. He says, "I know nothing of giants. I know nothing of these giants you speak of. I know nothing of what all is going on. But you can tell with your passive insight that he's lying through his teeth."
Do I still have an action?
That was your action for the intimidate for this turn.
Okay. So I just look at Bethany and go, the squid.
Yeah, I've already I've already cast it. I'm just waiting for my next turn to be able to speak with it.
Oh, I'm just,
what's that?
Yeah.
messing with them.
The squid. I look at her and give a nod. The squid.
Okay. Before the snake is going to come lurching forward, Moron's ready to action goes off as it's the first one to get to y'all.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the snake.
Yeah.
All right. 27.
Hits.
That's he's now grappled.
Oh, okay. Snake is grappled. Disadvantage attacks. And with that, we're back up to the top as he's going to have a disadvantage attack at Moron and roll a 2. Just seems like that Poochoo train is all that Moron's got right now. He's not able to make contact. And Raywin and Bethany are startled as you see a very pissed off and soaking wet Asian appear in the room that you are talking in. She seems to poof out of thin air. And she finishes drinking a potion, takes a breath, and cries out, "Dry lung! We have stowaways that are trying to rob our ship."
Told you.
Bullshit.
Dump her overboard.
And she bonus action casts gets another giant poisonous snake to appear. Oh, wait, no, she used bonus action to Misty step in. Never mind. Gallic.
All right. Well, there's 2 bodyguards down there, right?
Yep, they're still coming running up. They're about 15 feet away from y'all at this point as they're preparing their weapons. Javelins.
Yeah, before he gets 15 feet away, I'd like to... I know I can't just pick him up and crush him. That's gonna take some time. What's the nearest big thing around us?
The water.
Moron.
Oh, besides the water. I meant like, is there a table or something around us?
Yeah, there are a few. There are card tables. There are chairs.
Okay. I would like to get up to one of them and kind of pick him up and throw him into the table.
Okay. Tap a ball on a boat. Give me athletics. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a 24.
You're able to lift him up overhead and smash him down into the table, doing D4 improvised weapon damage.
Hey, I think I get that. I can add my rage bonus to that, can I?
Yes, you
Yes.
can.
7.
You just kill this man as he starts bleeding out on top of the table.
Okay. Wait a minute, I got 2 attacks. Okay, how far did that go?
You went 15 feet.
Or would that have taken my whole action?
That would have taken your whole action.
Okay.
It's a check instead of an attack.
Okay, well then I will spend the rest of my movement to get behind the dude.
Okay, you're able to get there. Bethany.
I am going to cast Hold Person at 3rd level and try to hold both of them.
Counterspell.
Oh.
That will not work here, Bethany. Of the Emerald Enclave as the Asian kind of gets a little snarky.
I don't like you.
Moron.
Level.
Or anything else, Bethany? Sorry.
Well, that was my action. Can I go over towards the squid? Or would I go by the people?
No, you would move out of range of the giant poisonous snake.
Oh, I forgot it was there.
Oh, wait. Why is the snake there?
There's
another one.
Oh.
No.
Oh, no, there's not. Yeah, she wasn't able to conjure it.
So can I go over to the squid?
Yes, you can go over to the squid.
Does that move me closer to the people?
Yes, it does.
Oh.
It's only about a 20-foot by 20-foot room. All right, now 4 of y'all in there and about to be some poisonous snakes. Okay, Moron.
I rolled a 28 to toss that son of a bitch overboard.
And you hurl the giant poisonous snake over the edge.
All right.
I lost my connection. Our Internet Explorer died.
We can still hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, it like totally took me out.
With your speak with animal, you're able to hear a snake squealing off the side. Oh no!
Could I have like bonus action talk to the squid?
Yes, you can bonus action talk to the squid, and you're going to hear a voice saying, "Save me, get me out of this wretched place."
Okay, so I'm over by him, and yeah, so that's all I can do for now.
Okay, now Moron has thrown the snake in. Anything else?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. Raywin.
Raywin's just gonna smirk back at the girl, or at the woman, and cast banishment.
Okay, it's a whiz save, right?
Yeah.
DC 15?
No, DC is 17.
And passes by 1. Banishment will not work today.
Oh, no, it's not wisdom, it's charisma.
Oh, you suck.
What did you say?
You suck.
You suck. Failed it, so I'm gonna use a little Aethernox gift. Yeah, no, fails it. Fuck. Yeah, that's a bad word. Wait, oh! No. The only difference between wisdom and charisma is a +1, so instead of beating by 1, it matches.
Dang it.
The +4 was to the mod for saving throws, yeah.
I thought in a match it would go to the player, or no?
Goes to the defender, like who's being attacked. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it was worth a shot.
It was. I'll actually give you inspiration for that.
Awesome.
I mean, you're going to die, but you got inspiration for it.
I'm not going to die.
Bonus action, giant poisonous snake. Snake's going to attack Bethany. Going to be able to hit. Con save, please. Six points of piercing.
13.
And 5 points of poison.
6 and 5?
Yep.
Okay.
And what are we going to use? Screw it. 4th level magic missile.
From the snake?
Oh, no, not from the snake. Not from the snake. Pao Ming. She slits her eyes at Raywin. As we're going to have 3, 8, 11, 15, 19 points of force damage. The magic missile hits. That's all of her turn.
You said 19?
Yes, 19 points force. As you just hear Dry Lung crying out to her, "Save me! Save me! You must get us out of here! You don't know these people. They have the famed and rumored Gallic. They're one of the allies." And Gallic, it is your turn.
All right, I guess Moron has the snake handled.
Well, it's
Snake's overboard.
Snake's overboard?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I just look at Moron and I'm like, catch.
And what do I catch?
Give me athletics for throwing the guard.
being thrown at you.
He critted on this, and I don't even think that's going to be enough.
What am I rolling for?
Not yet. We have to see if Gallic is able to throw him first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a 25 to throw.
Yep, and even on a crit, he is not able to surpass that. You cannot crit on ability checks. Is Gallic or Moron only a strength saving throw?
Strength saving throw is going to be.
Come on, make it.
25.
You catch the guard as y'all are just playing past the hot guard potato.
Okay. So he threw a guard at me?
Yes, he threw a guard at you and you caught him.
Can I just duck? Would he go overboard if I did that?
I don't think Moron's smart enough for that.
Oh.
Especially with as much as you've been throwing over the edge.
I mean, you'd be smart enough to duck out of the way of something, but that's fine. I'll catch him.
I'm just trying to give you some fun. I took some fun away from you earlier.
No, I'm still mad about that.
Bettany.
I am going to hold person at 5th level.
Okay, counter spell has to be a roll off because it's 5th.
You could
Still
cast.
counterspelled.
What?
Still counterspelled even with the roll off.
Reroll. I have inspiration.
Okay.
It's actually, it's actually not. If she cast it at 5th, there would be no roll. But if she cast it at 3rd level, then it would be. She would have to beat a DC 15 save. Or
no, she didn't cast it. She didn't cast the counter spell at 5th level. She already used it those slots.
Okay. So then it would be not a contestant. It would just be DC 15 because she cast it at 5th level.
Yeah, no, she failed the DC 15 on the second roll.
Yay!
She had an 18 on the first one.
So both of them are held.
Mm-hmm.
Told you I didn't like you, woman. Probably are a vampire.
Moron.
I throw the guard over. I mean, I don't want him necessarily.
Okay, athletics.
23.
You chunk him right next to the snake.
Can I hit the snake with him?
You did not hit the snake with him. Almost, but no cigar.
Okay.
As the patrons now are just screaming and crying. It's like the top board of the Titanic, like the ship's going down.
More! Give me more!
Raywin.
Okay, so it looks like she has them contained. So I would like to take out my manacles and put them on the...
Okay.
Actually, you know what? First, before manacles, I'm going to gag her, then manacles.
You have to pick one or the other. It's still going to be a sleight of hand check for doing it in 6 seconds.
Okay, gag.
Okay. Gag the wench. Sleight of hand.
That would be 15.
And you find a red ball in that room, and you put it in her mouth. Works out perfectly.
You said I found a ball?
Yeah, a red ball.
Dear.
I don't know what was going on in that cabin afterwards.
Yeah, I looked at what's his name. I'm like, okay, obviously you need to talk about a whole bunch of shit. You need to go to confession. But first, info, and we make sure you live without broken bones.
Okay. And as it is now their turn, you just hear from the little chinky, ball, gagged Asian. Okay. And with that, you're going to hear Drylung cry out, "He will give you anything you want. He knows where Hecaton is. He will give this to you if you just leave him alone, let him be, and let his ship continue." And that will be their entire turn. What's the save for hold person?
15.
What type of skill? I forget. Whiz?
Hey, wait, I'm looking it up.
Can they save after their...
At the end of each
No.
of its turns, the target can make another wisdom saving throw.
At the end?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, they're pure communication. They weren't able to do anything during this turn. And it looks like the Asian does not make it, But Dry Lung succeeds. He is no longer held as he falls to his knees just crying, like trying to beg for mercy.
Yes, I let you go on purpose. We shall talk.
Garlic.
All right. So, did Moron throw that dude?
Oh yeah, chunked him into the water.
Okay, so that dude's underwater. Anybody else around us?
2 more guards.
2 more guards?
Yep, they're coming down. They're about halfway through the interior of the gambling hall.
All right. Well, I'm going to break another one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to attack him.
Okay.
Let's see. What do I get? That is a 17 to hit.
Hits him.
What is that? What is it? I guess because it's my fist, it's 4 points of damage.
Yeah, it's 1 plus your strength.
Yeah, plus your rage.
Oh, so
yeah, plus your rage. Yeah, because unarmed attacks are just 1.
Yeah.
So it's 1 plus my strength, or just 1?
1 plus your
1
strength.
plus your strength plus your rage.
Okay, so that's 7.
Okay. Severely hurts the target. He's barely able to stand as he is just quivering back and forth.
Okay, well then I'll make sure I kill him.
Okay. Yeah, you next. Do you hit?
Yeah, that's a 13.
Yeah, tell me how you'd like to do it.
I kind of just want to grab his head in between both of my hands and like crush his skull.
Oh.
Okay, so you crush the skull of one of the guards on the Grand Dame.
They're guards. They're coming in.
Boy, if the people weren't panicked before.
Oh yeah, no, they're losing their shit now. Like, chips are flying. People are just trying to run for their lives. A couple people are jumping off the ship at this point. Bethany.
Can I grab the manacles from Raywin and put them on the lady?
Yes, you can. Sleight of hand.
$19.
You were able to get the manacles on.
All right.
Moron.
Is there a guard left?
There is no guard left, no.
Oh, I thought there was 2 still.
Oh, yeah, there was 1 more. Yeah, there's 1 more running up.
Okay. I'm just going to go ape shit on him. 3 attacks. Reckless. A 23. A 27. And a 24.
All right, and Moron just obliterates the 4 little guards.
It's like that town all over again.
Yep. Oh, God, Brent. Okay, anything else, Moron?
Did I happen to see where the girls went to?
Your passive perception did not pick it up.
I start moving towards the stairwell up.
Okay,
All
good.
while calling out their name.
You're able to make it to the bottom of the staircase. You'll hear a brief crying for y'all's names as it's Raywin's turn. 30 seconds in.
Okay, so I am going to open the door as a free action, yell, "It's all under control," and look back at the man and go, "Start talking, write everything down, draw maps. Bethany, House of Squid."
All right. Want to
Give me an intimidation with advantage.
13.
13. Okay, he actually seems intimidated.
Oh, sorry, that's 15. My bad.
Still intimidated.
Yes. And
All right,
is
1 second. Sorry.
Bethany able to answer me?
Bethany is able to answer you, yes.
Okay. The squid wants out. He doesn't like this place.
All right, then we're taking the squid too.
Alright, I guess when it gets my turn, I will get the squid.
And we want our money back.
Don't you have more important things to ask him?
I already did.
Yeah, he's supposed to be writing all the information down and doing a map.
Yeah, he's dropping his bejeweled rapier down on the ground with a topaz-shaped hilt.
Ooh.
You see a silver wine decanter. He throws down a silver goblet. He also has a wooden chest that he points you to, and he's got a pouch of gemstones that he throws down on the ground. He tries out Pao Ming to drop everything that she has. This will be the only thing to save their life. He starts madly scrolling away on some maps, and he's going to toss y'all a couple pre-drawn ones that show that the Morkoth is in a traveling pattern. Within about 100 mile, I'm sorry, they're traveling at about a 50-mile radius around the purple rocks. Seems like they're constantly moving around a cluster of islands in the trackless sea.
Also, can I get the bag of gold from Pal?
Yep. Oh yeah, you can get the bag of holding with all the gold and the chips.
Okay, I'm going to drop my chips on his table. I'm going to look him in the eye and go, you need to leave the Kraken Society.
Sorry, this took longer. Look, Mom.
Because obviously this is not healthy for you. I mean, do you really want Gallic to come back on one of your ships?
Says, no, if I live to see another day, I hope to never see this man again.
So, he gave us the information about the Morkoth, but is that what the information we need for the...
Oh, yeah, he's got some guts. We're falling out of initiative as you're getting all this stuff away from him. Gallic and Moran are able to make their way up. He starts detailing that King Hecaton has been taken by the Kraken Society. He's being held, strapped aboard a ship by magical restraints that keeps him in Han Solo stasis.
Carbonite.
Yeah, pretty much. As he is being ridden, he's being held aboard this ship by the shape of a. The ship is in the shape of a giant squid.
Oh, when Gallic comes up here, I'm going to ask Gallic to knock Pal out. Not dead. I just want her to sleep.
Okay, she counterspells his punch.
She counterspells the punch?
Yeah, no, she falls unconscious. This guy just comes in, wallops her on the head.
I kick her.
She dies.
Twice.
Wait, no, I'm not going to allow him to kick her.
I'm going to kick her anyway.
Yeah, you can still kick her.
So,
y'all are kind of standing at the top of the ship as you're still hearing people scream out underneath. The captain is the only one kind of left in the crew room as he's just trying to keep the ship going forward. The rest of the crewmates are kind of abandoning ship.
We're not even...
Can we go up and tell him to turn around and just take us back? Seriously?
We're done plundering your ship. Can you take us home?
He says, unfortunately, I will not be able to crew the ship back in that direction. All of my crewmates have, abandoned. I'm barely sure we're able to get it. I'll be able to get it to the coast to a point that it won't ruin my hull.
Just crash on the shoreline. We'll get off there.
Gallic and I have crewed a ship before, but other people were telling us what to do.
He says, no, I need far more intricate work for a ship this big.
Okay.
So, I take it you need somebody to haul the ship back?
Yes.
Okay, let me get on that. Let me make sure we got all the stuff that we need from what's-his-name first, though.
Let's gather up all the stuff that he dropped. And then...
Alright, the bejeweled rapier is worth 2,500 gold. The wine decanter and goblet are worth 25 gold each. The wooden chest holds 450 gold. The pouch that he tossed down holds 9 gemstones worth 50 gold apiece. One second while I get Kapow's stuff. Kapow has the robe of serpents as well as a bag of holding. Inside the bag of holding is 900 gold. Yeah, and that is everything.
So,
So King Hekaton is on the Morcath, the squid ship.
Mm-hmm.
He was taken by the Kraken Society. Do we know who was in the room and took King Hekaton?
He says that he is not sure who was in the actual room when he was taken. He only knows what the will of the Kraken is, the will that shall be done.
I'm going to ask him, what does he know of Emerith?
He talks a little bit about her being an overseer and really assisting the affair of taking Hekaton away. She didn't blink an eye in trying to help out and get him dethroned. She was actually aiding and assisting by gifting her constant teleportation to the raiding crew.
She gifted her conch to who?
To the people that came in and stole Hekaton. She's one of the reasons that he was disappeared.
Okay, so I look at him. I think that's all the information we needed, right?
I'll push the captain out of the way, and then I'll steer the ship towards the shore.
Okay, Moron's able to crash it pretty quickly.
Yeah. So let me know when.
You just hear Drylung start crying as this is going on. It's my beautiful ship.
I want to save the squid. Is he okay?
Yes, the octopus is okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
sorry, the octopus. And he's just a normal octopus?
Yeah, he's just a normal little octopus.
Alright, does he want to go back to the ocean?
Yes, he would like to be freed to the ocean where he can grow and try to become a great kraken of his own.
Alright, I'm going to give him a pat and slip him overboard.
Okay.
In the river, where it's
fresh
water?
He dies and sees a saltwater fish.
I thought we were on the ocean.
Yeah, I thought we were on the ocean, too.
Oh, we're on the river.
Oh, then I won't do that.
We keep him in the salt tank until we get to the ocean.
Oh, too perfect. Thank you.
I really thought we were on the ocean.
No.
Yeah, no, you're in the interior of the Stolen Coast right now. Yartar is like in the middle of the land.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Alright, well, then I will keep him in his saltwater tank and take it with me.
Okay.
What's the
You'll be able
squid's
to get more
name?
information, and as Drylung just starts spilling more and more information about the great squid, where they might be located, and trying to give you all help, you hear him just start to scream, and scream even louder and louder as he just looks off into the distance. His blood starts to run out of his eye sockets, his nose and ears, and he falls to the ground.
I cast Dispel Magic.
Oh man, I had that earlier today. That is no joke.
And I cast it as a 5th level Dispel.
Nothing is going to be able to stop that. Sorry, Dispel Magic is not going to be able to stop that. As he took psychic damage from a very, very powerful source.
That's not good.
Nah.
That is not good at all.
Am I able to tell that's what did it?
Yes, especially at casting that high level of a spell.
That's not good, guys. Was he able to tell us anything about, like, if there's a hideout that the Kraken Society has?
No, he was not able to convey that.
But we do know about the Morcath in
what general location.
We just need to go out to the Purple Rock. So you guys still have the airship? You guys ever get an airship?
Yeah, we still have the airship.
They traveled in the airship for quite some time.
It's in Waterdeep right now.
Okay.
Isn't it?
Actually, you know what? Before we get to shore, you said...
Oh, no, you already crashed to shore.
Yeah, we already crashed.
Oh, we crashed?
Yeah, y'all crashed. Moron crashed.
Okay. So the captain's the only crew member left?
Yes, Captain and Pao Ming.
Okay. I don't know what we're going to do with Pao Ming right now.
I kick her again.
Is she dead by this point?
Starts taking saving throws.
Okay, I've obviously left the room. Or else I would have cast Spare the Dying.
Right, she is stabilized and unconscious and bleeding. She's knocked out for 4 hours.
Okay.
I
would like to talk with the captain and see if there's any way that when we get into shore, he says that a Kraken took out this ship. Or something
Kraken
like that.
took out a ship on the river.
All right.
Seems legit.
I'm trying to think of something. A Hydra? I think the Hydra is also ocean, remember?
Kill Hydra.
No, Hydra's freshwater.
Okay. A Hydra took out the ship.
Okay.
If you do that, I'll give you 100 gold.
Give me a persuasion roll. Advantage.
You just have like modified memory. You have that yet?
Nope, I'm a cleric. That's a 22.
22. All right. She seems to agree and try and speak that nothing of this happened, but she cannot say what the other nobles and men that have already abandoned ship might say about this. But she will do the best she can to right those around as a Hydra attack.
Okay, just remember when people ask about the nobles, they're heavily intoxicated.
Very fair point.
And I mean, there's always shows on the ship. Right?
And she'll do her best to lie and manipulate the image, try and use some money and sway, especially now with her her boss dead.
And the other one drowning.
Yeah.
Wait, did you toss her overboard?
I sure did.
Oh my goodness. Well, none of us are in the room to stop you, so.
I just walked by you with this body. I was like, whoosh.
Off the ship.
Can I just recap? I didn't get it written down. I remember you saying that the ship, the Morcath, was patrolling around Purple Rocks, but like, where is that and how far?
In the trackless sea.
Trackless?
If you told a sailor, I want to go to the Purple Rocks, they would know. Okay. I mean, it's a well-known island chain.
Okay. I just wanted to have it written down.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that was interesting.
I think we're going to need help in getting back. I'll look at the cabinet. Would you like a ride back to shore?
You'd be greatly appreciative of that, yeah. Yeah, y'all are already on the shore. Y'all crashed.
Say again?
Moran crashed the boat. You are on the shore.
Oh, I mean back to town.
Yes, he would like a ride back to town. As Pao Ming was the only one that could cast fly.
Okay, so Moran threw her into the ocean.
River.
River, ocean, sea, lake. What's the difference?
Body of water.
Freshwater, salt water. What's the difference?
So I'm going to use sending to get Tamaran to come over here and get us.
That's kind of a waste. I mean, what's his name? Garrett is going to have to give him a weapon for helping us. Why give up that for something so mundane? I mean, we can walk.
Hey, wait,
fast.
what?
So for the dragon to help us, Brad's going to have to give up a weapon for him to do that. Why? And it's a pretty mundane thing to spend that on. Why not just walk back? I mean, it's not going to kill us. It might kill us, but unlikely.
Well, I mean, the only time he was going to help us was if we had to leave the boat in a hurry.
Well, this is leaving the boat, essentially. I'm just saying, a dragon's going to, phrase it that way. It just seems like we could better use his help elsewhere in the future for such a item.
Oh, it's just a +1. Great club.
That's even if he's willing to accept it.
Well, he already said he would, so.
Oh.
I mean,
Dragons never
this
go back
isn't
on their
just
word.
a gold dragon. This is an ancient dragon of Bahamut. He's one of Bahamut's generals.
That doesn't mean they do shit for a +1 weapon.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Well, I mean, I
been
guess
around
we
a
can
while.
have
He's
that,
probably
but we don't have our cart.
well, we can. Like I said, well, do you need a cart to walk that?
I don't know with this much loot. So who doesn't have a bag of
I can
holding?
carry like 13.
Y'all have a bag of holding that y'all stole too.
Yeah, we have a bag of holding. I can carry 1,300 pounds or something like that.
Okay, I figured since we had already made the deal, might as well.
Up to you. I'm just saying, dragons are tricky, lawful or not.
They kind of did away with most of that though.
Yeah, they haven't incorporated as much in AL at least. Then you have the green dragon for the epic in January. Mwahaha.
Is that the one
no
from the forest?
It's Reclamation of Flant. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
That's
All right,
right.
so we're calling the dragon to go back. Is that what the deal is?
I guess so. Or how far is it to walk to town from here?
To walk to town from here, it'd probably take y'all about 8 hours.
You said 8?
Yeah,
Yep,
8.
Remember, y'all traveling on the ship bedding for like 4 or 5 hours. We're traveling fast, but...
All right, we'll walk back.
Okay. And if you make it back up to where we're going to end up wrapping up for the night. Got a bit of a headache, and I think that's a good stopping point as you'll have more information about the Morkoth, so you can come up with a plan of attack once y'all make it back to town undisturbed.
Oh, and Brad said he would like to grab a couple of javelins from the ship before we leave.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I guess I'm carrying, or how can I take the octopus in its tank? Like,
I'll carry it.
okay.
It's no big deal for me to carry it.
And I don't think he's going to try to eat it, not after.
No,
Yeah,
I'm done with seafood for a while.
Oh my goodness, I just realized you crashed the ship with all that still on it.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
I think when we get to town, we need to send a letter to the Emerald Enclave to come clean up that water.
What? Ugh.
It's okay. Everything will be dead around it anyways.
Yeah, Pao Ming just found floating face down in freaking Morong dung.
Wait, did you take off the gag and manacle?
Nope.
No, y'all didn't.
I just tossed her over.
Now there's going to be more rumors about her.
Oh, God.
All right.
Oh, God.
Oh gosh,
Do we
this
have
helps so much.
XP and gold and all that
Yeah.
other stuff?
Yeah, y'all calculate up the gold right now. I'm doing XP.
Gold is 1,087 gold and 5 silver each.
And how much did we have to spend while we were here?
Well, I think
Let's see. You spent 40 gold for the outfit, and that's it.
And y'all also have the Robe of Serpents, and you get 1,000 XP apiece. 10 downtime, 1 point of renown.
1,000 XP.
What is the what's the gold amount again?
1,087.
That total or apiece?
That's a piece. And 5 silver.
And 40 gold pieces spent, plus how much that was. But we stayed a night, didn't we? So it was.
Oh, no, I paid for it because we only had one room.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
No, when Raywin starts seeing Zentarum everywhere, it's like, nope, one room, people.
So 10 downtime days, 1 renown.
Yeah, 10 downtime days, 1 renown, 1,000 XP, like 1,087 gold. As we are halfway through chapter 11 for Storm King's Thunder.
Ooh, that took a bit.
So the plan for next week is to do our attack on the squid ship.
Yep.
Probably. We'll need to get our stuff back from the dragon, and then
head to Waterdeep, get all that stuff.
get our
an
cart and
airship.
stuff.
Moron might actually. Moron and Bettany might want to be the ones trying to get us a ship, because I'm pretty sure all the sailors, if they see Gallic and Raven, it's going to be expensive to hire one.
Well, I mean, if you have an airship, that would be a better proposition.
Yeah, we'll just take the airship, right?
Yeah, we'll take the airship.
Okay.
Because, the sailors don't trust us with their ships anymore.
Yeah, I bet.
I mean, it only came back mostly wrecked.
So the Morgoth, and then if we have time, go hunt for the blue dragon. Then.
Imra. Yeah, last 2 chapters of the book.
Yeah. So, what is the what is your guys' schedule for the rest of the year? Is there some nights that you're not going to play?
Actually, next week, I'm actually going to be in College Station for my birthday on Tuesday.
Oh.
So if we want to do Red Wagon Vanguard in person.
I bet David could join us then.
Hey, he'd wake up just in time for us to come back.
Yeah!
Well, say when we get in Waterdeep, like we put him up in a hotel.
Oh, yeah, of course.
By we, I mean we grabbed the gold out of his purse.
Yep, I know how that goes.
It's not?
Alrighty then.
All right, cool. How about the rest of the year? So next
Let's see.
Tuesday, it's going to be at the shop.
Next Tuesday at the shop. And then one after that is the 17th. I should still be good to run that one.
The 19th?
If you guys don't want to have it at the shop, you think it's too full, you're more than welcome to have it at my place.
Okay. So that's the 19th?
Yeah, 19th.
Today's the 5th. Next week is at the shop.
12th.
The 12th. And then the 19th. The 19th, I should still be in town. We'll be in town for Christmas, and then it's the week after that we'll be gone.
Yeah, I should be good. All right, guys. Well, I will catch you later. I'm going to sign off for the evening.
All right.
Hope you get to feeling better.
Appreciate it. Later.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.